kinda. I mean, I have to get money, and I don't really want to grind for XP, but because it's still very much a poverty mod, obviously I have to also get kills to just get money. I'm currently on my way
good. I was
towards...
gonna ask that.
Yeah, it's
If
still a
it's still
poverty mod,
popular.
of course. It hasn't really changed much. I'm on my way to Fort Conde to a Fort Conde battle, and you actually need 4,000 gil to just start the battle, and I don't have enough money yet, so I'm gonna fight some enemies here in the forest. Um,
Oh boy. How far are you in the story overall?
just before getting Sid, before Palma.
Do you have the? Did you fight the glove keeper? Did you get Tifa's glove?
Power Soul Keeper? Yeah, I just fought
Yeah.
that. He actually didn't seem difficult, to be honest. I don't know.
remember back when I played the old version on the hard difficulty, he was so hard. I had to go back later.
Yeah, I think he really made mods much easier. I mean, most mods, as they become more popular, they just dump down difficulty and it becomes easier because larger audiences demand like easier mods so they can finish it. I don't know. I think the same happened to Geo's hardcore mod, just became easier over time. I don't know if I like... Yeah.
Now that you call it softcore mod, am I right?
Yeah, it's almost like a softcore mod now. It's... I didn't really...
Has SegaChief joined the stream yet since you streamed yesterday? And
Yeah,
today?
he was here earlier, like a couple hours ago, and he
Did
was
you
here when I was in
voice your
Gaga.
concerns?
Well, he gave me some advice, but I presented my case for the poverty mods in a more you know, impartial and unbiased approach, and I think he saw my points and realized poverty is still there.
Did he promise to add more money later on, or is he just like, yeah, that's how
Of
it
course
is,
not.
isn't that
He
great?
never does that. He only promises to make it even worse. Maybe I should stop talking about it, and maybe he just... I don't know. I don't think my case is really helping anyone.
Well, all you got to do is master an all material, right? And then you're set.
Well, in this mod, all doesn't even sell for that much, actually. It's rather silly.
Wonder why I like you being poor so much.
Well, people tell me that's because I bought so many grenades, but frankly, enemies just don't... I mean, that's just a pretext. I mean, I didn't really buy that many grenades, and I feel that...
buying is a speedrun strat. No one else does it.
Well,
I was about to
Speedrunners.
I haven't really bought that many grenades, to be fair, and also, I feel that enemies don't really give you that much skill. They don't really drop much skill, I think. That might be the main thing here.
What if SegaChief removed grenades from the game? Wouldn't that make you much richer by default?
He actually he removed them from the shop in Junon, so it seems he has done that in some places. You can't even buy them anymore there. But it
Oh,
hasn't
wow.
really stopped me from buying them. Yeah. I can still buy them in other places, so you know, he hasn't really done
You
much.
buy them in Sector 5 back in Midgard?
Yeah, you can buy them in various places still. So I bought them, of course.
Have you tried the Junon Fight Club yet? heard
I
that got
haven't really been there yet. I was only in Junon the first time around, before Genova Birth. But I haven't been there since. I mean, I could probably go there and see if I can do something new there, but I haven't really tried that yet, no.
You can get money from it.
Oh, really?
Solve your guild problem.
I can get money, like, really? I should go there
From the Fight
immediately.
Club, you get a whole bunch of stuff, yeah.
There's a fight club we're talking about.
There's a Fight Club in Junon. You're not supposed to talk about it, but it's there.
I need to look into that.
It's in the basement of the. I think it's in the place where you normally go to, like the beginner hall V2.
Also, have you actually played this mod yet? This version of the mods?
I played a little bit of it. I haven't gotten out of Midgard yet.
I think it
'cause I've been too busy
feature I
with
like the most is that you can move runabouts from the fields, and that's really very enjoyable.
Is that a menu option or like a material?
In save points, you can do it in save points. You can toggle them on and off.
That's
um,
awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool. How do you like the level up, the rank up system?
Well, I mean, I kind of like it, because you can make your characters, you know, quite
Different?
unique and customized and crack horse and all those things, and
Do you have a crack core yet? Is Aerith your crack core right now? Or?
I think my crack core is... I don't really know, I have to check. I think Rattletine is quite useless. Have you actually seen my amazing name? My amazing names?
No, I saw a couple of them. I see Garbage.
Yeah.
And then
I have Hopper 1, Rebecca, Garbage, Hobo Hooker, Licky Tongue. Then I have Peter, and Hopper 2, and Riff Raff. I'm quite proud of myself.
Great names. Have you come up with what you're gonna call Sid?
No, actually,
I
I live only one name at a time. I don't really have a name plan for names.
No one donated to get a name this time.
No one really did that, no. I think that would be a really spooky idea. I don't think anybody wants to have a name, a character named after them. I mean, I don't know. I don't really see how that would be flattering anyway. Do I think they sound tortured? No. They don't really seem tortured. They don't sound tortured. Well, you have a name, Astro. It's Astro, I believe.
And you have another name your parents gave you.
Yeah, whatever that is. I don't know what that name is.
Could be Astronomus.
Could be, but I think it's unlikely.
I'm happy just being named after that dog the one time.
Beethoven?
No, when he did Final Fantasy VIII. Was it the April
Oh
Fool's
yeah,
one?
I named Angelo Fake Man. I had to drop an E though because you could only have 7 characters.
Really?
Yeah.
You could have more than that. You should have those sidebars where you have the artwork. You should instead have like a donation bar where like people auction and they pay whoever pays the most money in that amount of time. Do like a GDQ.
I could do that, but I don't know. Have I reached the kind of seller level yet? Maybe not yet.
Yeah, I think so. You're over 250. That's enough. People are clearly willing to give you money with subscriptions, so they'll probably be willing to give you money for a tuna fund or something. You can have like a bar at the bottom of the screen that people can fill up.
I guess I could do that, yeah. But to be honest, I haven't actually eaten that much tuna lately. I don't really know what happened, but...
Well, that's because you don't have a tuna fund.
That could be the reason, yeah. You know, I kind of live off oatmeal these days, and oatmeal is really extremely cheap here. It costs like, I think I mentioned it in the past, but it's basically free. I mean, it's cost like, I don't know, 40 cents for like entire pounds, and it's like 10 servings or so. I don't know. It's ridiculously cheap. I don't know how much it costs in other places, oatmeal, but it's... I don't even know. I think it's like the cheapest stuff you can even buy in the entire supermarkets. It's it's kind of silly.
In America, the de facto cheap food is like ramen.
Oh, I think that's actually true as well. I just never had ramen, and I never even tried to try ramen. So I'm probably gonna look into the Fight Club now, see what's in there.
I tried it before and I beat the whole thing, and then right at the end it soft locked, and I was so upset I didn't.
I mean, I think it was actually already in earlier versions, but it wasn't quite completed yet or something.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Was in 1.3 when I tried it, and it crashed.
But isn't it actually more like late game? Isn't it meant more like for late game?
Like the lower level is I think at level 40 you're probably more than equipped to handle it, but the higher level you're definitely going to be behind.
I see.
I don't know, but just reading all of SegaChief's comments on the forums made me believe that. Because he doesn't really like doing comprehensive patch notes. He'll just like do a patch note where it's like, I added 5 new bosses, and you're like, what are those? Where are they? Who knows?
I see.
probably play New Threat a lot more once they come out with the harder difficulty.
Oh, I see.
So I can sufficiently punish myself.
So I don't even know whom I should use. Should I use... I don't know.
You could the
I
power
might-
sword, I recommend Tifa, right? 'Cause
Yeah,
it's
but I could
immune.
also use Juffy and just hope enemies are not immune to instant death and Odin and stuff.
It's a good point.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I have to also give Deafness to Tifa first, because I don't have like a curse ring or anything like that. So she has to inflict Deafness on herself first, and then guess that could work.
It resets every battle though, right? So that should
Yeah.
give you...
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's not really obvious that you can't take the boat back. You can actually do it. You know, there's not really any reason why you'd want to do that unless you go for like Fort Condor. But you can go all over the ocean. It costs 100 gil, and you can do it, you know, as much as you like to. It's rather pointless though.
And the weird part is all those weird times that all the Fort Condor battles are scripted, like, because it's right in between like two different things that are right next to each other, and you have to go all the way
Yeah.
back to do them.
I don't really know if they
Don't
did it on
understand.
purpose, that it's so weird, or if they just kind of messed up. I kind of think they just messed up. They didn't really notice.
Do you think maybe it's like some weird programming thing where there's like a story progression variable, and they program like an algorithm for it to be in between certain numbers, but the way it worked
Yeah.
out, it just was so inconvenient for
Probably
everyone.
something like that.
Apparently, it was supposed to be a much more realized feature, but they didn't quite finish it in time for release.
Oh, I
So
see.
that's why it's kind of all weird and not quite what it could be. The Pugilist League.
Yeah, I probably should have healed first. I don't want to use ethers because I'm still so broke. I'm not even going to waste ethers here. I'm just going to go back and use the inn.
You have 11 ethers. You're
No, I never have enough. I might always run out of them. I think I've reached a kind of really scary cheapness, new level of cheapness.
You think it's gonna persist to your other playthroughs when you're not in that poverty mod? You think
I
it's
hope
gonna,
not,
ruin
but
you?
who knows. I mean, look at this. This is 30 gil. This couldn't be any cheaper than that.
I gotta wait a bit for your video to catch up to what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't really know how much delay there is. Probably like, I don't know, 30 seconds, 20 seconds, something like that.
It was only like 10 seconds, I think.
Oh, I see.
So it's about 10 seconds, maybe even a little bit less actually.
Really?
But
That
it's different
sounds-
for everyone depending on when they loaded the page and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, over time, just Twitch, if you have like a stream open for like several hours, just add some delay every now and then.
When did you
So-
say the 30 gold thing? Was it immediately when you talked to the innkeeper? Or was it a little
yes,
bit after?
yes, I think so.
In that case, it was about 10-15 seconds for me. And I have to have the stream muted or else I'll hear both myself and
Yeah,
you.
that's true.
And that's okay, I know exactly what this game sounds like.
Oh, I can show the league standings. Who's even in there? Garbage, Armstrong, K7, MK3, Elena, Bruiser, Luke Share, Siegfried, and Koch. I wonder how he came up with those names. Like, seriously? Siegfried?
Aren't some of them Final Fantasy characters?
Yeah, but they are a bit
Like
weird.
Alina is the female Turk, right?
Yeah, I mean, sure, but some other names like Luke Share. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, or where that name comes from. And what about Siegfried? I don't know. Also, you normally spell it with an S, not a Z, don't you?
Who is that?
I have
I
no
feel like there's a
idea.
Zig
I haven't.
from some other weird Japanese game. Let me look that up.
Isn't he all like a Pokemon? Isn't he like in Pokemon Gold and Silver, like a Pokemon trainer or
He's
something?
from Final Fantasy VI. Oh wait,
Never
no,
mind
that's Siegfried
then.
with an S. Never mind. Yeah, never mind. That's this with an S.
What is happening? I am doing this, still this playthrough, I guess. And there's like an optional quest right here. where you have like some kind of league where you fight enemies. If I find the right button to press now. So this is Armstrong, it seems. He looks rather spooky. Oh my god, yeah. Oh my god, that's a lot of damage. Oh.
Oh,
Are you sure?
It's from the other Final Fantasy games, looks like, according to Divide by Hero.
Are you sure I can actually do this yet? Because there's a lot of damage.
How much?
1.5k. I think I'm dead.
Oh wow. That's
No,
a
I'm
lot.
not dead
Okay.
yet.
Well, that's like pre nerf numbers, right? Back when this mod was hard.
I think so,
Pretty
yeah.
standard.
But I think I might have to come back later.
Oh wow. You're 5 health.
Well, I survived. But I had to use an X potion, that's a bit unfortunate.
There goes all your money.
Yeah, I mean, X potions can't even be sold for more for any kill, but they're still kind of rare. I don't really. Oh my god, yeah, this kind of sucks. This is why I don't like Big God. It also gives you Reflect now. Reflect obviously sucks.
Oh, you just death sentenced him.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, this is from the mods, this part. Wow, this is extremely weak, wow. I am dead.
That's garbage.
Well, there you go.
It's because he gave Power Soul like a default damage of like 1 or something, and so all the damage comes from the.
Yeah, this
the
is
ability.
this is actually the Fort Condor battle music that you have when you fight at Fort Condor. I don't know what it's called, but for these battles, it's the Fort Condor battle music.
Oh, there you go. You died.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, I don't actually have to fight. I don't actually have to win all the battles, but I have to still win, you know, most of them.
Some of them, at least.
Yeah, and oh my god, this is spooky. A spooky enemy I just encountered.
Do you have you done any chocobo breeding yet?
No. You actually can't do it until disc 2. Like, at least in vanilla you can't do it. I probably should have given her restore material. I don't want to use more X potions.
What the hell is that?
Yeah, that's a new character. That's a new enemy model. It looks...
SegaChief had a lot of fun making enemy models. He just like combined parts of things together.
Yeah.
It's really fun. They're all like Frankenstein monsters.
Wow, it missed. It sucks. Wow, it's my next game over. Tifa might be useless, I think. I mean, I don't think I can just wanna KO them with Odin, but I'm gonna try it. Nevertheless.
Wow, I thought you'd be ready for the first Fight Club, but
Yeah,
Alright.
not so much.
damn. I apologize for misleading you, Kainos.
For your what?
Now you're out of X potion because of me.
Well, I saved. I can just load my... I think I saved at least. Dude, I haven't even been able to attack yet, and I basically died in this next fight.
Oh, I
Spoiler
remember
alerts.
this fight from the earlier game. This fight was terrible because I think he should just take any damage as long as those guys are up. Something like that.
Yeah, kind of like that. I might be dead.
This fight was hard back when you had a full party.
Yeah, this is just the optional arena league fight thing, which apparently you're supposed to do later in the game. I think, yeah, this is still far too early.
Yeah. I like the nice 0 you got there.
I mean, this is another really spooky enemy. What the fuck even is this? I'm not sure.
looks like a giant goblin with like extra parts.
Well, like
Yeah,
a
robot
giant,
Giant goblin.
a giant goblin machine maybe.
What is its name?
Bourgeois. It seems kind of French inspired. I don't know. Bruiser? Something like that. I'm not sure how you would say it. I mean, I guess he's supposed to give you bruises. That's why he's called Bruiser.
That makes sense. Tifa seems like she'd be fitted for this because, first of all, she has the power soul. Second of all, she has her innate ability that lets her come back from a lethal
Yeah.
hit. Maybe you should come back once you get the curse ring.
Maybe, yeah. Also, I think this is like glitched. I cannot press anything. Oh wow. I'm pressing
really?
the
This
buttons.
is exactly what happened to me.
Really?
That's how my game got soft locked too, because I defeated all of them and I went to this menu and I couldn't do anything and I had to restart.
That is
I waited
unfortunate.
for a while, like
I mean,
an hour.
I didn't even accomplish anything, but you know, if I had, I would probably be a bit mad now.
Hey,
But
at
since
least you can say that you would have won if they had allowed you to progress, and you can blame.
I
it on
wouldn't even have
SegaChief's
won anything,
terrible
yeah.
mistakes.
So I'm just gonna reload, get my X potion
Yeah,
back.
SegaChief. I can't believe he hasn't fixed that since the last one, because he knew that was an issue.
She should write him a really concerned letter or something.
Yeah, seriously, does anyone have his mailing address? I'll get right on that.
Well, he has like doesn't he actually use Twitter these days?
It's not. Twitter isn't as personal as writing a real letter that I can send to his house.
Oh, you mean like his actual physical address?
Yeah, I
Isn't
want to send
that-
him a letter.
Isn't that a bit too personal though? I don't know.
I feel this issue deserves a personal touch.
That's a good
Now
point.
both you and I have suffered from the soft lock.
Yeah. So I'm just going back to Fort Condor where I initially wanted to go to anyway, and do some happy fun time there.
Do you have any ethers you can sell to get enough money to do that?
I actually have enough money, I think. I can probably kill something on the way there still. So when exactly are you supposed to fight the Midgar Zolom? Probably later in the game still, right?
Probably. Probably around the same time you'd fight it, like, without using any chief strategies normally in the game. Unless he turned it into, like, one of his special super bosses, which is possible. I don't know, because like I said, he doesn't really explain things very well in his patch notes. And if that's the case, you don't want to fight him until, like, the very, very end, like right before Sephiroth and North Korea.
Interesting.
This is the one where the final Sephiroth has the Genova part hanging on to him. You
Yeah, I
have to
think
fight
so.
him at the end.
Yes, exactly.
Do you need more money? What are you trying to get an encounter for out here?
Just to get more money.
Can you do the cheese strategy in New Threat Mod Junin where you just make a line of people and then immediately rush the place where the enemies spawn and win right away?
Yes, but apparently in later levels of the Fort Condor minigame, you can't really do it so well anymore.
Oh my.
It's, because there's like 2 enemies respawning and you have to, you know, it's a bit trickier. Not really much, but a bit.
I always really like the idea of the Junin battles.
Yeah, I mean they're pretty much entirely pointless and all, but I agree they're kind
Yeah.
of fun. I don't know, I find them kind of enjoyable. I think this is the fight where I can have, oh my god, I can have fire catapults. Even more useless trash, amazing.
All you need is the skirmishers and maybe some archers.
Yeah. So, you can actually pause again, do you know that? I'm gonna look at, oh, there's this enemy, this weird tall robot guy, and the, I don't know, this chinchilla guy. That's what I'm gonna call them.
Yeah. I think it's supposed to be just like a Shinra soldier guy on the right, and then...
Oh really? I could never
I mean,
recognize that.
yeah. That's what I would guess. They're like, 10 polygons, but...
Yeah, about that.
I guess the left one is supposed to be maybe like an attack dog of some sort.
Dudes, I would never guess that.
If you had to guess that it was some kind of Shinra,
Well, I guess if I had that
monster or
information,
creature, what would
but
you guess?
I don't know. I never really thought of them as Shinra people. I mean, they look nothing like
Really?
that at all. I mean, I know it's like Shinra
But the
attacking.
guy says, the Shinra are...
Yeah, I know, but it doesn't look anything like Shinra. They look not even like humans. They look. I mean, I don't know.
I think they use really low poly models because they're expected to have like 10 or 20 units on screen at the same time, which is probably one of the issues they were working with that they didn't quite sort out. Where
Yeah, I guess it's true. Yeah.
the PlayStation 1 can only handle so
I
much.
can't even afford this. Wow, this really sucks. You know, if my troops die, I don't get my money back. I don't. Oh, okay. Never mind though. I get a refund. That's good enough. Oh, hey Peach. Oh, yeah. This is SegaChief's mods. He was actually here earlier.
About this.
Sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say you probably talked about this on your yesterday's stream, but just in case you hadn't, did you hear that Square Enix said that each of the Final Fantasy episodes are going to be as long as the full game?
No, but I kind of expected that actually. I don't know. This doesn't really seem like news to me. I kind of already expected that.
In the Hitman game, each episode is only like a level or two.
Oh,
which
really?
Is not a full game, but then like they said each piece of the remake is going to be like as long as Final Fantasy 13, roughly.
Well, I mean, they can say many things.
That's
have
true.
to see for myself.
They can promise the world, and a lot of companies do, but...
Yeah, I mean, Square Enix words doesn't really, it doesn't really say too much.
That's a good point. And they confirmed that there's going to be like a Batmobile flying car thing in 15, which is kind of neat.
Oh my god, this sounds horrible, no offense, but... I don't know.
You press a button and your car grows wings and starts flying around and you can pilot it.
I don't think I like that idea. I mean, what kind of genre has flying cars? I don't know. Wasn't there actually an idea in the early plot of The Room to have that for like some kind of weird vampire subplot?
You would know much more than I would. You're the Room expert.
Yeah, I think I read that it was earlier. It was supposed to actually have like an ending where there's like a flying car, some kind of vampire ending actually, but they had to scratch because they couldn't do it like with the science effects. So they had to like scratch that ending.
Ah, that's too bad. Maybe they'll release it as a deleted scene one day.
This isn't even an emulator. I don't know what you're talking about. This is I don't know. This is just a PC version, no emulator here.
Emulator.
Anyway, now I'm going back to walk it down. It's gonna take like 5 minutes or something. It's kind of funny how you can actually even when you're still even when you are like before you give the black material to Sephiroth in the northern cave and northern crater on the middle of disc 2, you can still like use the buggy and the tiny bronco, so you can actually like go back to like Midgar and stuff. But it's gonna take a long time because you have to go back all the way, but you can do it still.
And there'd be basically no reason to, unless you do the Junon battles or talk to the sleeping guy to get something early.
I mean, you can like go back and I don't know, buy a potion somewhere and calm.
That's true. You can get that potion.
Yeah.
So how are you building each of your characters with your rank ups?
I mean, there's 4 sets for the sources, and it seems to me the first one is always the most conventional one, the most intuitive one. And the fourth is essentially the most garbage solution, like getting making error with a tank or like a physical attacker doesn't make any sense to me. So
Yeah, it's even worse because almost none of her weapons actually damage people. Most of her weapons will like give you a status
exactly,
effect, a beneficial
yeah.
status effect of healing.
So I've been
to
choosing
make her super
mostly
strong.
the most conventional choice. Like right now Jeffrey is my magical attacker, and also kind of like she's good at evasion because she has so much dexterity. Tifa is my physical attacker, and Cloud is just kind of I don't know, some kind of hobo who
All
tanks. Yeah, he doesn't really
like a jack of all trades.
He's actually kind of supportive right now. He casts barrier and stuff most of the time, but he doesn't really have anything to attack with.
He has good vitality, so he's a tanky dude.
It's not really that great. Barrett's and Kate Sif is actually higher, but I don't even know. I mean, I have to use Cloud. I can't get rid of him. If I could, I probably would, but alas.
You just gotta wait for that time when he gets the Mako sickness and you get a couple hours without him.
Yeah, that probably is something I'm looking forward to away. But unfortunately, my other characters, they have low level. I mean, because I don't really take them so much, they have somewhat lower levels, and that's gonna be a small issue, I think. I mean, even though your stats don't increase with levels, your HP and MP does, so they just have low HP
I think
and MP.
also levels compute for damage calculations.
Yeah,
like
that's true. That's also true. I mean, that's actually a good point. In FF7, your level actually is used in several formulas, like, you know, steal rates and also magic, physical damage. It's actually a pretty big part of most calculations.
Which is why when you get like level -10 in the
Yeah,
arena, it's a pretty big deal.
It can stack up quite nicely, and it's gonna be quite annoying.
In the early New Threat mods, I forget if it was like this one 1.3, which is the one you played earlier. You could only get to level 70, I think. But on this one, you can go all the way.
Oh. What is this limits? This version limits on level?
There's no. I mean, it's the normal games limit, so 99, right?
I see.
Because the reason was that after that level, physical attacks became so powerful that there was no reason to do anything else. So
Interesting.
he just did a hard
Yeah, I mean,
tap
right
there.
now I use summons essentially all the time because they're so useful compared to physical attacks.
Do you run through a lot of others, or do you just go back to rescue?
I just use the ints essentially. I can't afford using ethers. I mean, also I like to use Osmose. I really like Osmose.
Oh yeah, Osmosis is so good. I love
Yeah.
that one.
I don't actually think I'll use it last time I played this, but I've been using it all the time now. You can even like use it on Tifa because he doesn't really need to MP. I have been doing that as well. It's quite funny. How
And sometimes you can drain their MP and make it so they can't cast their spell, which is also incredible.
Yeah, it's also quite neat. Is that my father? Are you my father? I'm not sure.
Probably not, considering
Oh.
I'm probably younger than you.
So there you go. You know, it's kind of funny how I will actually have another Fort Combat very soon because I can go back if I like talk to Sid or something, which is kind of silly. So why is there a save point? Do I fight right now, or do I use that later? Like on this
Anytime there's a
too.
save point, you generally want to save just in case.
But I don't know. You know, always whenever I see a save point, I think there's like a boss coming up. It seems rather threatening to have a save point there. Like, it's rather an ominous sign, isn't it? To have a save point.
Don't you fight Palmer after this though?
But there's a save point also in Sid's house, so
Oh.
what's with those many save points here? I don't know.
Maybe it's because after that point you have to progress to fight Palmer, or do you not? Can you go back after that?
I don't really know. At least not how it works in this mods. You can actually still leave, but also
okay.
Sid's hair color is spooky. What happened to his natural grey hair? He is like, I don't know. Also, I need to get a name for Sid. Something I haven't really thought. You know, it's kind of funny how I will actually have another Fort Combat very soon because I can go back if I like talk to Sid or something, which is kind of silly. So why is there a save point? Do I fight right now, or do I use that later? Like on this
Anytime there's a
too.
save point, you generally want to save just in case.
But I don't know. You know, always whenever I see a save point, I think there's like a boss coming up. It seems rather threatening to have a save point there. Like, it's rather an ominous sign, isn't it? To have a save point.
Don't you fight Palmer after this though?
But there's a save point also in Sid's house, so
Oh.
what's with those many save points here? I don't know.
Maybe it's because after that point you have to progress to fight Palmer, or do you not? Can you go back after that?
I don't really know. At least not how it works in this mod. You can actually still leave, but also
okay.
Sid's hair color is spooky. What happened to his natural grey hair? He is like, I don't know. Also, I need to get a name for Sid. Something I haven't really thought about.
He's like an old man that uses hair coloring to look younger.
Yeah, he is a hair forwards person. A hair, what do you call them? I don't know. Hair imposter? Hair traitor?
Hair poster?
Something like that, yeah.
How about impost hair? The last one?
That's a great name. Maybe I should call them hair forwards.
Hair Ford?
Does it actually fit? Yeah, it's...
I think it will.
Yeah, hair forwards. That's a great character and comment on his persona. I like it.
Harrison Frog. I don't think that one would fit. Fits. Perfect.
I probably would have liked if SegaChief had given Sid like a really strange hair color, like I don't know, purple or
Like
neon green.
neon pink or something.
Something more outrageous than just, I mean, he didn't even really change it, it's just a little touch up. He should have gone like way crazier than that.
Nah, I think he was trying to be somewhat true, while also just in his mind improving, you know.
Well, that could be. I mean, he hasn't really changed most of the character models very much, just slightly. I kind of feel he could have gone more.
Like giving Tifa bigger boobs.
I mean, he only changed the colors, not the actual models, you know. So he could have like given Tifa like, I don't know, pink boobs, or I don't know. Just, I mean, just a shirt in pink or something spooky like that.
Like make her shoes yellow, like really bright yellow.
Maybe like puke green or something.
Do you think they'll make Sid less emotionally abusive in the remake?
I do not think so, no. I mean,
So you think he's gonna stay as he is in this game?
I mean, it's kind of hard to predict those things, but I mean, I don't see why they would want to change that. Is it like, I don't know. I mean, I don't see why they should change that. He doesn't really come off as like a sexist or anything, or you know, something that's might be considered as too controversial. He's just kind of a jerk to like anybody, so I don't see how
That is true.
how that would have to be changed. He seems like an all-around jerk, that's not really controversial, is it? He just, I don't know. Doesn't really need to be changed, I think.
I hope that's the stance they end up taking.
Well, I don't really know. You don't really know how Square Enix works in their minds, but
Yeah, there's a lot of things I hope for Final Fantasy VII Remake that probably aren't going to be the case.
I mean, I heard that people wonder if I mean, people ask me a lot if I think they will change the wall market scene with, like, you know, Cloud cross-dressing and also the entire honeybee section. I don't really see though why they should change that. I mean, I don't know.
It's a very famous part of the game, so they would be getting,
Yeah, it's not even like
know
it's.
they would get a lot of for changing that.
I don't even know why they would feel the need to change anything of that. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem outrageous or anything like that to me. It seems perfectly tame. It's offensive. Offensive to whom exactly?
Offensive to privy old man that apparently can't tell men and women apart.
Why does he attack himself? This doesn't make any sense. Palma is
He's
weird.
crazy. Palmer has appeared to have transcended.
Yeah, that could be it. Something like that.
You know, Apps hits himself, so.
Oh wow.
$4,200 with Tifa, nice.
Aqua Wake? What kind of weird attack name is that?
Did he just give death sentence to Tifa, who was already death sentence?
I don't even know what it did. It just dealt some damage.
Did you get him?
Sorry?
I just saw him say heh heh heh, and I wonder if that was the end, since you were ahead of me in time.
Oh no.
You're in the
He just has
50
really
seconds.
strange attacks and hey Bethbo. He right now seems to have paralyzed himself, but also he is immune. Probably shield or something. This makes no fucking
yeah,
sense.
I
What
remember
the
this
fuck?
from the old version. He had
This makes
thing,
no
like, I think
sense.
you have to deal a bunch of damage to it. Or hit it
Seriously.
with a good number of times.
What the fuck is this? I don't understand this.
He's crazy.
I'm just gonna wait this out.
I think you should be hitting him with basic attacks, because I think it's based on
Yeah, I might-
damage taken or amount of time.
I might want to try that actually. So
Oh,
is
there
he?
he goes. He's back.
But he still doesn't take any damage from physical attacks. I wonder
Do
if he
magic
was.
attacks work?
I'm gonna find out. I probably should have used the Rico attack and I shouldn't have wasted my Odin spell on him.
Unless it's based on damage taken, in which case.
Yeah, that doesn't deal any damage, wow. What the fuck? That is a very intricate joke there. He spoke about the step counter. Wow. I like those weird references to various things that I even know what they mean.
Oh, I just saw it. Yeah, step mine. But there is no step counter.
Yeah. Unexpected.
So just hit him with a couple normal attacks and that should pop issue, ideally. So there you go, dirty bomb work.
He healed. Oh my god, he's healed from poison. That sucks like a lot.
Couldn't you tell that? Because he's a man and he's fat, clearly poison heals him, so it's just kind of obvious from the
None of those
side.
things make any sense to me.
Oh, Cloud's attack didn't work on him. Interesting. Maybe it's different kinds of physical attacks, like there's slash and shoot and stuff.
I don't really know how this works. I need like a manual or something.
Maybe you should scan him. Remember, it's important to scan every enemy you come
You mean
across, so you can
sense?
know
I
if
could
it's
probably
right.
use sense, but I don't have any cryptech. Oh, actually I do, never mind. He's weak to poison. Well, it doesn't help me because he's actually also absorbing it. So silly.
Wow, SegaChief, what a troll.
Alright, I've returned. With food this time.
What kind of food do you have?
I have cookout. So a burger and some fries.
Oh, I see.
Homemade burgers and fries?
No. The fast food chain.
Oh, there's a fast food chain called Cookout? Really?
Yeah, I think it's mostly in the South. We just got them here a couple of years ago.
Oh, I've never heard of them. I just know East Coast and West Coast fast food chains.
I had to deal with. I picked the worst time to go. Though. I had to deal with the big mega church next door. Everybody leaving.
Yeah. I like to get Chipotle on Sundays, and usually there's a huge line when you go like right after church gets out.
Yeah.
Really? That's a thing? You go
Yeah.
like... it's a new phenomenon to me.
Yep.
And
People go.
It's like a well-known thing if you're near where there's a bunch of churches. Just any sort of like lunch place right after around noon or 1 p.m. is usually
Wow.
full of people.
Yep. And there's a big I'm talking big time church. It's almost. I drove through like their little campus one time.
They have a
It
campus?
seems like it's like a commune almost.
Wow.
Yeah. Carlos, you ever seen a mega church?
No. I've seen like them, I think I've read about them at school or something. I don't know. I think like we had like some kind of, I think I've heard of them, but I don't really know what they look like.
Well, they're like super big and super accepting of pretty much everybody. That's why they get so big. Is
Oh,
because
really?
They kind of, I guess they're more lax on, what some more.
I see.
They're usually pretty wishy-washy on like controversial issues.
Yeah.
I see. Do they have Chipotle in Germany? No, there's no Chipotle here. Nothing even like that.
I would never want to live in Germany because they don't have Chipotle.
Well, we have different fast foods. You know, we have these, I don't know if you've heard of them, but we have like these doner kebabs. It's like some kind of gyros. You can get them here like anywhere. But I guess you don't really have them in the US, do you?
We have kebabs. I don't think it's probably the chain you're talking about though.
But,
You can get
well,
them at, like,
it's
a
like a
restaurant,
bread
not like a fast food
sandwich with like, kind of like meat in there. I don't know. I don't really know how to explain foods.
Well,
Oh,
a bread
wait,
sandwich is it's just like a normal sandwich.
No, it's like a little bag out of bread with salad and kind of meat in it. It's
Oh. I don't think I've ever had one of those.
It's like a euro maybe.
yeah, I think it's mostly in Europe. But they have I think they have Chipotle in some European countries. I think in the UK, actually they have it in UK, but not in Germany.
You'll probably get it eventually.
Well, I'm not sure of that.
We're gonna take over.
Well, McDonald's is all around the world, so why not Chipotle?
McDonald's is different, isn't it? Like, I don't know. Isn't it the leader? Oh, wait, isn't it actually Subway now these days, though?
It's Subway, yeah. McDonald's isn't doing as well as they used to now that everybody's so health conscious, or you know, everybody knows how bad they are.
Yeah, I think they might just be dying out. They might, you know, some stuff just doesn't really work all the time, and just, you know, it becomes obsolete. I don't know if they can like find a way to avoid that. They might just be not, I don't know, not the way to go anymore. I guess they won't be like entirely die out, but kind of like MySpace, they will just become irrelevant, I guess.
Yeah. Everything will be organic or whatever the hell they're trying to do these days. I don't mind it. I mean, I never eat at McDonald's anymore.
Yeah, I don't know, I don't really go there more than, I don't know, once a year or so. I don't even like go there because I want to, but sometimes like people tell me I should go there, or something like that happens, and I'm kind of forced to go there.
Port Condor battle available. Hey, they tell you.
Yeah, that's also a new change. It's kind of a need.
So have they told you every time it's been available?
Exactly.
That's awesome. It's a very positive change that SegaChief has made. Can you hear background noise from my mic?
No. Are you,
No.
what's...
Okay, good. There's someone playing something in the background.
Oh, I see. I
I don't
thought
want that to be
I thought
infesting
there's
your
like, I don't know,
earholes.
some other noisy stuff, like, I don't know, some kind of bone saw scenario or something. I don't know. Maybe
Well,
somebody...
if it was, I wouldn't tell you. I'd just say it was someone playing something in the background. Just to
Probably,
cover it
yeah.
up.
I don't really know what kind of background there is, but, you know, maybe somebody being stabbed, or maybe somebody being burglared, or any of those things. Who knows?
It's a good burglar, they won't make much noise.
Yeah, that's probably true. Oh, I can use tri-stoners now. Amazing. They cost 1000 gil though, so I can't afford them, obviously.
They burnt my hush puppies. I'm a little disappointed.
Sorry, what?
They burnt my hush puppies.
What is a hush puppy?
We've been over this multiple times.
I'm not sure I remember.
It's just fried bread, essentially.
Oh, I see.
Fried dough. But these are burnt and they taste like garbage.
Oh. They're not supposed to taste like garbage.
If done right, it's one of the best things ever.
Oh, I see.
Kainos, what's the last thing you ate that was fried?
That's a good question. I can't remember, I have no idea.
Have you tried French toast yet, eggy bread?
I'm not even sure how do you actually make French toast? I might need some refreshment on how you even make French toast.
You have to make it in France.
Well, that's always seems so difficult.
Well, it's different, I guess, and there are different variations of it. But I know some of them have like egg in it, and then there's some that's just like cinnamon and like powdered sugar.
Interesting.
And then you garnish it with a bunch of syrup and powdered sugar.
That doesn't even sound tasty. It sounds horrible.
Corn syrup.
Pretty good. I get it when I go to Cracker Barrel, which I think you would find an interesting establishment. Have you heard of Cracker Barrel?
Probably, yeah.
So you're still doing this mini game?
Yeah, still, because as soon as you do like the later games, there's more enemies, and it becomes a bit more bothersome. But yeah, it's just
basically,
ended.
if you don't do this battle now, you can't ever do this particular battle. You do the later ones.
Yeah.
You only have a set amount of time you can do each battle.
I don't even get good stuff, which is kind of silly. Wait, no, I got a protect ring. That might even be of some use, I guess.
Well, at the very least, you should be able to sell it, right? By
It's
more
auto
grenades.
wall. Yeah, but most of the rare stuff, it sells for exactly 1 gil, so, you know, I got some turbo ethers, but they only sell for 1 gil. It's actually kind of silly. Like in FF4, I remember there was like a Megalix that sold for like 400,000 gil or something, which is ridiculous. I kind of like that. I mean, I guess you're supposed to not sell them, that's why they sell for so little, but still, I mean, if you want to sell them, why shouldn't you be able to sell them for like good price?
Tifa is always garbage.
Yeah, I don't know. Should know by now where she's garbage. There's a lot of reasons.
She seems to be doing alright in this mod.
Yeah, I mean, she actually became quite useful by now, but initially she was well living up to her name. Only recently did she become, I don't know, maybe she was recycled or something. And now she's bio trash or something, and you know, she's useful. Isn't it like actually some kind of way to use like there's like some kind of power plant that like uses actually biotrash, like some kind of biofuel and power plants. She might be one of those. Also, Fort Conda only not Fort Conda, but the Gold Source only has a 300 gil entry ticket. Used to be 3,000, but it's only 300 now, which is kind of neat because I can actually afford stuff for once. Well, the timer is only a timer really for my uptime, and even for that, it's not entirely accurate. I reset my computer earlier. I switched it on and off, and so I think you have to add like 6 or 7 hours to that. So yeah, that's true. But isn't it close enough still? I don't know. You shouldn't be so pedantic. I don't know. It's plus minus 10 hours. Still close enough. I can use the amazing save point now in the battle arena. That has no real purpose, but I guess I can use it. Win? I mean, it's not even that simple. I don't even feel I should try, you know. That's already the wrong assumption. Those enemies are strong, you know. I mean, maybe not these in particular. Wow. The damage they do is really not too much. I could maybe try it. Wow, this is unexpected. Really unexpected. I think I want to go for poison because I can most easily cure poison. I mean, I don't think I can actually make it to the end, because I would have needed better equipment and I didn't really prepare for that. But I can like probably do some rounds. If you made a meal with 4 ingredients, well, it depends on the ingredients, of course. I don't really care how many ingredients are in a meal. Depends on what those ingredients are. Not really how many ingredients there are. You know. I wouldn't eat potato salads. I wouldn't really eat anything with potatoes in it. Even if it had 4 ingredients. Well, I like the oats there, but I'm not really a fan of milk. I don't know, milk doesn't really appeal to me.
It's good for your bones.
I mean, many things are, I guess, not just milk.
Well, you say that now, but when your bones fall apart.
Well, I guess I figured that out then. I'll deal with that later. I mean, many things are good for many parts of your body, but, you know, just eating them one time doesn't really do much, to be honest. I'm actually surprised how well I'm doing here. Like seriously. I really haven't even had much difficulty yet. This is totally unexpected.
It's almost as if nothing's been changed here.
It actually feels like it was made easier, and you know, it wasn't just even changed. Wasn't just not changed, but also, I don't know, maybe even made easier. I don't know. It actually seems like that.
Yeah, I mean they're barely touching you.
Maybe that's actually the joke of this. They just, you know, felt like making it easier for once. What do I want to use? I guess I'm going to go for Frog again, because I can just feel that the easiest. Well, this sucks. Yeah, I guess this has gotten to its end. Those enemies here seem a bit hard now. The Iron Temple. That's an interesting place. I mean, I guess you mean the gym by Iron Temple, but I never heard somebody use that term Iron Temple. Well, not all metaphors are equally simple to be decoded. Oh, he's dead. might even have to use an ether now. I don't really want to do that. Maybe even a turbo ether, yeah. I used the turbo ether. I'm so wasteful right now. I do not think I like this. But I mean, I might even win this, so maybe I should even try and go and win this. Who knows? Do you have any cake right now? No, there's no cake here right now. I'm sorry. I think this even was the last round right now. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this is the final wheel. And I chose... Oh my god though, this is abs. Can I poison abs? Let's just quickly find that out. No, you can't, unfortunately. Probably been too easy, I guess. Yeah, it says the brave do not fear the grave.
Kindness, do you consider yourself brave?
I never thought about that. I don't know, brave doesn't really seem like something I care about. I don't know. Why do you wonder?
I was wondering if you feared the grave.
No, I don't really fear the grave. I like graves. I like... You might not... I guess you might have heard by now, but I like the FF8 grave at Entree Garden. It's a very pretty graveyard. I like that graveyard. And graves are kind of nice looking, aren't they? They're kind of nice piece of, I don't know, decoration.
Do you like mausoleums?
I have never been in one, to be honest. But I don't know. I kind of like the place of the dead. They all seem rather, you know, silent and quite. It wouldn't be too noisy there, would it? You probably would get a good rest at such a place.
What about like mass graves where they toss like 1,000 bodies in a pit covered in dirt?
I haven't really been to those either. So I can't really say what they would be like.
But do you think you would like it?
I don't know. Doesn't seem that nice anymore. I like pristine and serene graveyards with like a mountain view in the backyard.
Would you prefer if the bodies in the graves that you're by are cremated or in coffins?
I don't really care because I can't see them, right? So I don't know.
Would you prefer if they were boy corpses or girl corpses?
I mean, I don't really think that affects me either. So I don't really...
What if they were died of natural causes or of unnatural causes? Which one would make you feel more...
I kind of prefer unnatural causes, they're more exciting, aren't they? you know.
Uh-huh.
I mean, natural courses, they probably would just mold and be, you know, kind of like old people, just, I don't know. But unnatural courses, they're more exciting, you know. They might have exciting looking graves because they die of unnatural courses.
What if someone was like stabbed to death, so their gravestone is like a huge dagger with like stone blood running down it?
Yeah,
Or
doesn't
if
it...
someone like died by getting hit by a car, the gravestone is just like the big front bumper of a car, and it's like rest in peace in big letters.
Yeah, that's exciting. That's interesting grave design. So how much HP does Abs have? Because he hasn't actually died yet. This is taking forever.
Well, how come you haven't scanned him yet? You have to scan.
I
him
don't
today.
even have sense on Cloud. Tifa has sense. Cloud can't even use sense. So I have no idea. Yeah.
It's a real bummer.
Spooky energy? What do you even mean spooky energy?
Wait, isn't Matcha Magic like 1/30th of their health or something?
No.
Or am I thinking of something else?
You might mean laser.
Whoops.
I really like the new threat mods. It's not really a hardcore mod, it's more like a softcore mod, but it's quite an enjoyable mod. I would recommend it, yes.
With the caveat that you should not spend all your money on grenades, or else you'll be in poverty.
Yeah, that might be an idea. Seriously, this thing is not even... What the fuck? Please die, okay? Thank you.
At least you're like very far away from dying yourself.
I'm gonna use grenades now because I'm not gonna use another turbo ether.
What about just attacking with your sword?
I guess it's too weak though, I could try it. But I assume quite weakness. This is actually called the new threat mod. It's not called threat mod, it's called the new threat mods. It's not a new threat mod, it's just called new threat mods.
It's not an old threat mod.
Yeah.
That came before this.
Dude, please die, okay? What the fuck? Why do you have so much HP? I could use a spider web, but I don't really want to do that either.
It's actually working out pretty well.
He just has so much
Little bit
HP, but I mean, he isn't really very dangerous or anything.
Did he just stop you?
Yeah, his lick, just, I don't know if it paralyzed or stopped me, but it did one or the other.
Oh, it didn't last long though, at least. That's good.
I mean, yeah, in one-on-one fights, haste and slow don't really do so much unless you have like a very different, unless you have really high, very different speed stats, because you can't use the wait trick, so you basically only get one attack against one attack anyway.
That's a good point.
Seriously, how much HP does he have? Does somebody know? Does somebody care to find out? This is taking fucking
SegaChief
forever.
would just like pull up his secret list of numbers that he only he has, and he'd be like, oh, it has this much health.
Well, you can use like tools to find out, you know. I could like do that, but I don't really care enough to do it right now.
That would be cheating.
Yeah, not so much. How would that be cheating to figure out stuff? Would be like buying a guidebook if there were a guidebook for this mods.
Right, exactly. It's cheating.
Maybe.
It's okay to cheat. It's just
So 4 to 5, that means he has 8.5, because in the battle, I mean, everybody has twice as much HP as they normally have. So this might still take a long time, a little bit.
he's probably at least done 4,500. So I guess he's on the second half.
Yeah.
You've done a lot.
Please die though, dude. I mean, I could use limit break. Maybe I should just get hit a bit and use my limit break. But I guess it's too late now anyway, because he's gonna die very soon, I think. I hope so, at least.
This is a very exciting battle where you're both hitting each other with your basic attacks over and over.
Yeah, it's just adrenaline rush. Definition of adrenaline rush.
Ken, out of all the Final Fantasy VII monsters, which one would you least like to be licked by?
Of what exactly? Of all the
all the Final Fantasy VII monsters.
Oh. Well, if you could just go for like the monsters in the original game, not in like SegaChief's mods and stuff. I have to think about that.
Palmer.
Well, that's a good point, Palma, but
what about Maro below?
Yeah, does it even have a tongue though? I don't know if it even has a tongue. Don't you need a tongue to lick someone?
Yeah, you do. At least I think you do.
I mean, I'm fine with hints, sure. I mean, I am really good with hints, spoilers, backseat gaming, all of those things. I'm very much pro-spoiler, he just died, oh my god.
$1800 HP? There's no way he has 1800 HP.
That's the normal apps, that's just apps, but this is app senior. Organics, Lucky Pill, 8-inch cannon. I got probably even good stuff, oh my god, it's good. It's nice that you told me to actually try it, because it wasn't even hard, so that's marvelous. I got stuff, like almost good stuff. That's hard to believe, but I got actually almost good stuff.
You got 5 8-inch cannons. That's like 40-inch of cannon.
And I have like the first thing I have that has more than 4 slots actually. That's neat.
That's awesome, yeah.
Maybe I should save. It's another soft lock or something. I don't really want to go through this again. It took me way too long.
Oh yes, definitely. Grass-fed organic swords.
Oh yeah, you get the amazing date scene now. I don't even know who's gonna be the date. Can you maybe choose the date in this? I have no idea.
Who would you guess that you'd be on a date with, depending on how you've been talking to people so far?
Well, I've been pretty mean to Tifa, so it's probably gonna be Aerith. But I would assume SegaChief actually changed the mechanics for this. I can pick my date actually, yeah.
Oh,
I can.
Okay, great.
I can even choose Nope. I wonder who Nope is. Maybe that's my secret admirer called Nope.
Nope is Nope is the hidden character that they haven't told you about before.
Should I go with Nope? I like Nope.
I would either go Nope or Hair Fraud. Those were my choices.
I could choose
My
Nope
opinion.
twice, but I think I'm like forced on a date now with Peter.
If you choose Nope twice, does that mean it's Nope and Nope?
Yeah, it seems like
together,
a threesome date
three-person
with 2
date?
Nopes, but I don't know. Peter just appeared, and I have a date with Peter now. That's unusual.
You received the Spiral Shuriken.
Yeah, it might even be useful. Is it like some kind of, what do you call this? There's a term for that, when like somebody gives you stuff for free. And it's not even for free, it's like...
A handout?
No. Let me look it up. There's a term for that in German. That is probably what I'm referring to. Oh, is it a dowry? I don't know. It seems kind of like it's a marriage portion.
Oh, if you're being given a dowry, then that's like what you use to like start your married life when you
Yeah,
marry
it seemed
someone.
kind of like that. I mean, why would you give you a present for like on a date night? It seems rather, I don't know, rather
A lot of people give
shady.
each other gifts on dates and stuff.
Yeah, but this doesn't seem like that kind of date.
Also, Yuffie does seem like the person who's least likely to give people presents on dates.
It's probably
That's like
expired or something.
everyone. Or it's like a trap or something. When you open it, it'll explode
Yeah,
in your face and
that
make you
seems
pass out
likely as
and
well.
steal your material.
I got a present once for my birthday, and it was in this giant box. And so I open up this giant box, and there's a box inside the box. It was that old trick, so you had to keep on opening the boxes. And I must have opened like 12 boxes or something, and then at the very bottom of it was a tiny box. I open it up, and there was a little tin of beef paste inside of it.
Wow, that sounds amazing.
For Christmas, one of the presents I gave to one of my brothers was a huge box that was really heavy, and inside I just had a bunch of like random crap to make it heavy, and then like a little note paper in it that said, like
Wow.
I bought you a shirt or something. It's arriving in the mail next week.
You know, that's for many reasons it's enlightening. So if you have like siblings, you have to give them stuff for Christmas. I had no idea. I have no siblings, so I don't know. That's
Did you
revelation.
get your parents stuff for Christmas? Or do
Well,
you
they're
not,
my
do you guys not
parents,
do the
but
whole commercialism Christmas thing?
I mean, they're my parents, not my siblings. I don't even know. Like, I have no idea how you would treat siblings. I never had any. So you have to give them stuff for Christmas and their birthdays and stuff. Wow, it sounds
You don't have to, but you probably should.
exhaustive.
I mean, you do it if you want to. You do it if you like it or not. You do it, okay,
Well, I guess
they
that's a
give you
good point,
presents,
but
you
I
know?
didn't really know about that. Nobody
If
told
you
me
feel
that.
they deserve presents, then you can
Nobody
get them
told me
presents, but,
that's.
you
I
know,
mean,
they-
you don't get presents from like your aunts or your uncles for Christmas, do you? Like your cousins.
Oh yeah, definitely not. Yeah, screw those guys.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know where your siblings fit in that scale of familiarity.
Did you hear at Christmas? It was sometime last year, or maybe the year before. People were buying the Nintendo 3DSs for their kids and getting them home from Walmart, and someone had just filled them with stones and came back to the shop and said it's a faulty DS, and just filled it with stones because of all the weight, and they never checked inside the box, and they just gave them the refund.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
The parents were giving them the kids,
crazy.
and they were opening the box just full of pebbles.
I didn't even know World was in
That's
the
the-
UK.
That's the crazy.
Oh, I
that's
think
like
that
the
might have been
trolliest
in the
thing
area.
gift ever.
That happened around here when iPads became a thing. Somebody bought one and it was just a plank of wood with iPad written on it.
Wow.
Hey, at least they wrote iPad on it, you know. At least it's-
Isn't there actually like in a South Park episode in that where Cartman wants an iPad, but he gets like some kind of other device, and he gets really mad. Just I don't know. I think there's an episode in South Park
Yeah.
just about that. He gets like some kind of Toshiba, some kind of other non-iPads.
Like an Android tablet.
I think it's
Yeah.
it's I don't know what it's called, but it's definitely not an iPad. He's really mad that he doesn't get an iPad. And
Harbor 2 is getting away. Chase him.
yeah, this is the amazing Pauper chase between Pauper 1 and Pauper 2.
Candace,
Oh,
if
he-
you could have any Final Fantasy VII playable character as a sibling, which one would you choose to have as your brother or sister?
That's a good question.
Oh.
You mean just the playable ones?
Yes, just the ones that you can have in your party and fight with you.
Well, I guess this might seem a bit somber, but if I had Aerith, I guess I would inherit her stuff, right? She seems like the most offering person. I mean, She seems like she might be giving you the most stuff for free, you know. She might give you like your material and
Is that
stuff.
because she's so kind and nice and would
She's
willingly
very
give away
she's
her
very
things
generous
because she
with
loves you?
she's very generous with life force and stuff. She's very you know, very generous, I would say. The other ones aren't that generous.
The downside with that is that if she was your sister, you'd probably be very sad, and you'd probably try to drown her in a giant pool of water.
I
So
haven't
she
really thought that
wasn't-
through,
was not gonna
but
count this by the
I like
sword,
the
so-
other part of its generous parts.
I think Yuffie reminds me a lot of my sister, so
You have a sister that's close to Jaffe, that's similar to Jaffe. Wow, that sounds marvelous.
similarities.
Is she
There
a
are also
ninja?
a lot of differences as well. Yes, that is where the similarities come in. She's in fact a ninja from Mutai.
I mean, who would
She
know?
steals all my materia.
You can't really say. I mean, I don't know. I would believe it. When does the remake come out? I mean, there's no official release date yet, but I assume not before 2017. But that's just, you know, that's just guessing on my end as well. I have no idea. My uncle doesn't work for
Also,
Nintendo. I don't know that.
It's also episodic, so it's not like
Yeah,
you'll be
that's
getting a
true.
full game.
But I mean, I guess like when will the first part come out? Even that, I don't
Yeah.
think before 2017.
Well, they've stated that it's essentially, even though it's episodic, it's still going to be like a full game for every episode.
Yeah,
But that could mean a lot of things. I've played full games for the PS4 that only take
Yeah.
me like 10 hours.
yeah. I mean, some full games are really short games, so that doesn't have to really mean too much.
Well, I think they alluded that they're going to try to go for Final Fantasy 13 length. So however long that is.
Oh really? I have no idea. So because I have to use Aerith, I'm probably gonna make Aerith my summoner and just get Jaffe out of the party and get Tifa back.
Well, eventually, you know, Aerith might have to go on a vacation somewhere and might
Well,
not come
doesn't
back
in this
till,
mod she not even die? I mean, Aerith doesn't even die in this mod, does she?
Oh,
Like-
yeah, man.
Oh.
She doesn't actually
Well,
die
maybe
in
her
this mod.
vacation ends early.
She takes a very small vacation, you know, like a one-day trip.
Yeah. Kindness, if you were accepted into a member of Soldier, what Soldier class do you think you would make?
With what?
If you were inducted into a member of Shinra's elite task force known as Soldier,
Yeah.
which Soldier rank do you think you would acquire?
Well, what
through
soldier ranks are
hard
there
work and
anyway?
perseverance?
What's...
I think it's third, second, and first class, with first being the best.
I mean, can't I just say first class anyway? I mean, I don't know. How would you prove I couldn't do
Yeah,
that?
if that's what you truly believe, then absolutely. That you
I
can
never
say
really
that.
thought about those deep
Whatever
questions.
is in your heart, Kindness.
I don't know. I never really thought about that, you know. I have thought about many things in this game and its applications in my real life, but that was one of those things.
Well, you know, a lot of modern psychiatry is based around comparing things to Final Fantasy VII,
Yeah, that's
so
that's
it's,
what I
it's
heard.
a big component of modern mental health practice.
But I don't really, you know, I haven't really tried to study it so much, so I'm afraid I haven't really been very good at it yet.
weapon of magnitude. Yes, give her the umbrella and then put all your rank ups
Yeah,
into
it
strength and just knock
sounds
everyone
rather
out.
silly.
I think I'll probably go for that at one of my playthroughs just for fun.
The what?
When I played New Threat Mod again, I'll
Yeah.
give Aerith all the strengths.
Oh, well, good luck with that.
Ridiculous.
I wonder how that works out for you.
It'll be great. I'll send you a screen cap of Aerith like KOing Sephiroth with one hit.
Yeah, I'm gonna believe that.
Totally gonna happen. I think one of the first times I ever played through the game, I didn't really understand that because this was my first Final Fantasy, and I'm pretty sure I wasted a lot of stat boosts on, you know, like attack for her and stuff like that, because I had no idea.
Yeah, I mean, the game doesn't really tell you, you know, it doesn't really foreshadow that Aerith is gonna, you know, many things aren't really foreshadowed, are they? I mean, in FF8, I don't know, not too much either, but in FF7, the game doesn't even tell you that Aerith is gonna die, is it, the game? I don't know. I mean, when I played it first,
I believe they say something along the sorts of like, be careful when you're equipping or something because something might happen. I thought they did something like that when you go to the Black Temple.
I don't know. I think they might have added some, you know, some subtle foreshadowing, but I didn't really do it, I think. I don't really recall any instance of, you know, the game telling you that she dies. But
No, Beppo, Aerith doesn't die. She just goes on a vacation.
yeah, vacation.
Dying is easier to you know wrap your mind around, but she's just going to Palm Beach or whatever for a really long time.
Yeah.
Palms.
There's a, I'm pretty sure I have a video on my YouTube of where it foreshadows that she's gonna die. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. There's very little though. I think it's when Kate Sith gives you the fortunes.
Oh, actually, I think, yeah, there's a couple of really, really subtle, though. I mean, you have to really...
Yeah.
I mean, they are so subtle, you really can't tell. I mean, if you know that she dies, you can probably interpret it in the right way, but unless you already know it, it's not gonna help you.
There it is.
Hearing Fakey Man in the YouTube, and also hearing Fakey Man live. This is great.
I exist, I'm real.
So I guess I might actually do some level up with Aerith first, because she's level 33. And that is a bit... I don't know. It seems a bit low. I mean, she might have to get more HP and MP, actually, before I move on with the game.
So you're still on the first disc, technically, right?
Yeah, but I'm nearing its end. I'm about to go into Temple of the Ancients. Then there's only Genova Life, and that's the end of this one. So like, probably the last quarter is remaining. Probably less than that, actually.
What you pursue will be yours, but you will lose something dear.
Yep.
But that doesn't make any sense to me because Cloud doesn't own any deer, or any animals for that matter. So I don't think it's very good foreshadowing, in my opinion. But maybe it's just lost in translation.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Kindness, if you could use any Final Fantasy VII materia in your real day-to-day life, which materia would you use?
Probably all, and I would master it and sell it. Seems like the most... seems like the most useful.
How would you master though? Do you fight monsters?
Well, I've killed some rabbits in the past. I guess I can figure out how it goes.
Alright.
It's an accident though,
It's
you
like
know.
It's like
It was
1.4
all the
million.
tragic accidents. It wasn't, you know, like I tried to kill him or anything.
With your car, I think.
With a bike even, can you imagine?
You killed it with a bike?
Yeah, it's a very sad story.
That I can't imagine doing that personally.
Well, have you ever tried running over things? I mean, I haven't tried it, but like, rabbits aren't the smartest animals, and
Well, I mean, a lot of times when I drive, because I drive a lot, it just sometimes it's unavoidable that something
Yeah.
will happen.
let's just call it
But a
that.
car's like really big and really fast and really heavy, but a
My
bike, I
bicycle
don't
can
know.
be really fast as well, you know.
Wait,
Not really
are
that
you talking
big.
about one of those like motorized bikes?
No, just a perfectly normal like mountain bike.
Oh, wow. You're a murderer.
It's only rabbits. I mean, it could have been me or an eagle. I was just an eagle, you know. So I'm probably going back to Walker Town to kill the enemies there for it, to get some more XP. But I could probably also try and see what I can fight in the area around Temple of the Ancients.
Well, I know
They
that
might-
the guys near Midgar, or not Midgar, Midial are really good for EXP. And
Oh yeah, I
don't
could
know
also
about
probably
the
go,
Black
or I could
Temple.
even go to, I could already go to, you know, to Bone Village and see what's going on there.
What's the name of that really beefy enemy that you can fight that gives you the nuts near Bone Village?
Oh,
That guy's good for
Vlacovados.
EXP too.
But he has so much HP, and he isn't not, you
Yeah.
can't really kill him easily.
Can you laser him?
I don't even know right now. It's still really,
think
it's still very neat how Odin just kills most enemies here. I like that.
I like that his horse has extra legs.
Well,
Oh, shit.
I mean, doesn't this actually have 8 legs in Norse mythology? I mean, it has like between 6 and 8 legs. I think it never has 7 legs, but it has 6 or 8 legs. You know, probably just replacement legs. Like, good cars have replacement tires, so you might want to have replacement legs. Like, you know, something happens to your legs. If you're riding a horse, it's just basically a
Who do
car.
you think Odin goes to for a leg repair? Does he have like a special mechanic in like the materia realm?
I would hope so. Hey,
Maybe he's got a
Nation.
contact in Midgar or something that he just like shows up to on a rainy night.
Well, I'd hope so. I mean, I hope he has insurance for his horse.
Do you think
What
it ever
is-
is dangerous for his horse to keep riding out of the off
I
those,
mean,
like, giant mountain and stuff?
I never rode a horse. I don't really know, but I could imagine.
Because look how many times he like uses the horse to jump off that mountain. You're doing it like 2 times
Yeah,
a minute, right?
Seems
That
rather
has to be really bad on the legs.
daunting.
No, he has extra legs, so he'll probably be alright.
But what is new in this mod? Essentially, it has like new bosses, new side quests, a new way to customize your characters and stuff. It's actually a very comprehensive mod. Oh,
Ooh,
somebody
there's a
already did it.
Kunabon command for it.
Yeah, I have a command, but I haven't typed it out yet. Somebody else did though, so I know. When I
Yep.
type with one hand, it takes forever.
There are practices you can do to get better at typing one-handed.
But I don't really care, you know. It's not something I use very often, or I try to make use of. I mean, I could probably improve many things in my life, but would they really help me? Probably not. I could learn how to ride a unicycle, or, you know, things like that. But, would they really help me? I don't know.
You could learn to ride a unicycle while wearing a Darth Vader costume and playing flaming bagpipes.
Probably, yeah, but that seems equally useless in my life, I'm afraid.
I think you should improve your acting skills and
How can you
do
even
some-
imply they aren't already
how-
mastered?
There's
you
no such
even-
thing as mastering an acting skill. You may be an artist, you may be an excellent actor, but you can always improve.
Well, that's a very unproven theory. Have you even seen me on my acting skills? I actually, when I was in high school, I was part of a production of A Midsummer Night's Dream. And
Oh, really? Who did you
really, I played one of those forest hobos. I don't know what. I didn't play Puck.
play?
I forgot what he was called, but one of those other people slash forest spirits. But yeah, I actually have some acting skills, so just for the record.
That's impressive.
Yes.
Next time you cosplay, you should also do acting as that character.
Yeah, I don't really think I want to work on my cosplay skills in future. It's way too spooky when I tried it once.
I think that's a very valuable skill, much more valuable than riding a unicycle or
Yeah, I
typing
think
one-handed.
so.
I think we can all agree on that point. Candace,
Well,
which of these characters do you think would be best at typing one-handed while on a unicycle, in your opinion?
Well, Rattleteen seems very very good at those kind of. I mean, he can even throw weapons. He can throw grenades with his tail or something. He seems really good at that.
I don't think Red 13 can type at all. I think he has 0 typing skills.
I think he is just an unappreciated genius when it comes to many things, such as typing with one hand while riding a unicycle. And you're just part of the problem. You don't appreciate his skills. You are just, I don't know, you're a specialist. You don't appreciate dogs, do you?
I'm biased against fire dogs.
Yeah,
in
I
terms
knew
of
it from the
typing.
beginning.
True. I've come out. This is it. my secret is out. But you know what? I'm gonna take a stance and stand up for what I believe in. And I
Well.
believe that fire dogs can't type. It may be, you know, a biased and honestly offensive opinion, but you know what? It's part of my identity. It's part of who I am. I've finally grown up with this opinion. It's a part of my
I
culture
see.
for a while now, and I don't feel like it's really fair to me as a person to go against that stance now, later in my life.
Yeah, sounds reasonable. Do you think there's an enemy in this forest here? Why do they even have this weird
Yes.
forest tip? I don't know. This is like probably
Well,
like three
clearly, you know,
trees.
They're trying to emulate real life forest growth patterns, so it was less of a trying to put it there and more just trying to be realistic to the world of
This is probably like only three trees
this
anyway.
world.
Like, I don't know.
Well, look at the texture. Clearly, it's a lot more than 3. It's like a whole block. It's just a
Probably
solid
only
wedge
bushes
of
anyway.
Trees.
I mean, also, why don't I get
Yeah, they only
encounters?
go to his
I don't know. I mean, I turned off the battles for the field map, but world map battles are not turned off as far as I can say. But I haven't had one
Doesn't-
yet.
Doesn't this game have like encounter double and encounter?
It has,
none
but I
and
don't
stuff?
think I have it
I thought
equipped
it had
actually.
materials for that.
Yeah, I already have that actually. I have enemy load, enemy away.
Oh, well,
I could
then
use
get
it, I
'em, put 'em
guess,
on.
but I don't. Do I want to do it? I don't know.
yeah,
I,
it'll cut you time on running around in circles.
I guess I will do it.
There are also some terrain corners in that where you can just run in one direction. It'll keep your character running, and you can
Yeah,
just do that, right?
that's true. But seriously, why is nothing happening? What the fuck? Maybe I should just save and reset until something happens. Let's do that. It seems like I'm having some kind of glitch here, which is really weird. I'm not sure what this is all about, but
Have you
I
gotten any
can't
encounters at all in this part of the world?
I actually had a battle just before I went to Gongaga and bought more stuff, but no, I haven't gotten a battle since then. It's strange.
That's pretty spooky.
Yeah, maybe the game just broke or something. Oh, never mind. It's funny how things sometimes just don't make any sense, and then they stop being weird. Everything's back to normal. You know, sometimes I have dreams in which I dream I do like really strange stuff, and I dream that I hope that I can change it. But I dream it's not a dream, and you know, it's all rather confusing. But once I wake up, I'm relieved it was only a dream.
Have you dreamed a dream in times gone by?
Doesn't time always go by?
Not when you're stopped.
Well, I was never stopped, I guess. But, I don't know.
Have you ever... How often do you have Final Fantasy VII related dreams, if at all?
I don't
Or
really
8, I'll
recall
admit
any
that as
actually,
well.
but last night I had a dream about FF8. I dreamt I was building FF8, and for some reason like my save game just got corrupted, and it became really weird.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was a rather spooky dream.
That is definitely a dream I can imagine someone like you having. Do you ever have nightmares about the Final Fantasy VIII airship clipping on trees and not letting you get back into it?
I never dreamt of that. Not really, no. I also don't really have any nightmares, I don't know. I think I never literally had a nightmare in my life.
Well, if a dream is spooky enough, you can just call it a nightmare. I mean, it's not really like
I mean,
it's either a dream or a nightmare. If it's a dream you
I
don't
never
like, you
left.
call it a
I never
nightmare.
really have dreams that make me go, you know, wake up and be really scared and stuff. I don't know. My dreams are always very relaxing. It seems.
Even the one about your Final Fantasy VIII save file being corrupted? That was
I mean, it was
relaxing?
like a spooky, funny dream, so it wasn't like.
Oh, okay. It was like weird and humorous rather than like annoying and
Yeah,
uncomfortable.
not really painful or uncomfortable, just weird.
I gotcha. Oh, my stream stopped. I have to refresh.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. It seems
It's
to
probably,
be
it's probably
dropping.
just on my end.
No, it's not. I can tell you that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, it's fine on my end. He's fighting a bull and some sort of dragon thing.
I
this is
still
the
want
dragon
to.
that turned you to stone.
I mean, I'm still trying to just level up Aerith a bit, so she's like same level as my other characters. Because I haven't really used her. She is like low level.
Are you ready to fight the red dragon? I really love the red dragon fight in this mod. It's a lot of fun.
I mean, I'm probably gonna go to the 40 first before I actually enter the temple. So this might still take a little while. And I might even sidetrack to Bone Village first, and possibly even to the medieval shores to level up there.
Can you get anything good from Bone Village at this point in time? Like,
In Gyro's Hardcore you can get the materia there. You can actually already get Kiata, but I don't think
Oh, wow.
SegaChief. Yeah, SegaChief might have removed it or something. I would actually assume. Well, but those enemies deal well Oh my god, they deal so much damage, I have to pay attention not to actually die here.
Have you been sensing them?
No, I don't really sense enemies, but they did quite a lot of damage, so oh my god. Do not do this, dudes. I don't like you. They aren't even dead yet. What do they even have? They must have a lot of HP. Okay, no one is dead. You know, Aerith wasn't even alive. That's... I don't know, this doesn't even do anything because Aerith got no XP here. That's, well, that's so smart of me.
You're a genius.
Yes, thank you for noticing.
Yeah, I am having difficulties watching, but so
yeah, I think I'm dropping frames right now, so I can see that. I had some issues
yeah.
earlier. I'm not sure. I have to like, I don't know, maybe wait my provider a hate mail or something. Like, give them an angry phone call.
What's
know.
your ISP name?
It's just German Telecom. It's like, I don't know. It's rather not very high esteemed as a provider anyway. But you know,
is German Telecom like a branch of Telecom as a whole?
Yes, I think it's like basically the main. I think it's actually the main branch of Telecom. Hey Eric, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Wait.
There's another one. I have like many Pete's and many Erics.
Yeah. I'm always interested by other channels' emotes.
Oh, that's... What do you miss that? A rubber doll?
Rubber duck.
Oh yeah, rubber duck.
What? Rubber duck. Oh, the emote.
Because a lot of times people use these and I've never heard of them.
Yeah.
I like that emote.
I could maybe go to the forge and see what's in there, but it might be a bit scary. So I might want to say first.
What if it's Yuffie's older sister? Juffy.
I don't believe in that. Oh, it's the Berserk enemies.
SegaChief has talked about adding characters. He wants to do it, but he said the game is coded in such a way where you can only have so many playable characters, and then if you wanted to add one, you have to get rid of one as well.
Oh, I see. Interesting. I mean, I guess I wouldn't be too bothered by losing some characters, you know, like Aerith. But others would be more upsetting, like Juffy, of course. I mean, if you made like, if you made a mod where you have Mr. Dolphin as a character, I would probably go for that.
How would Mr. Dolphin work? Would he be like a tank that he jumps out of?
He would just have godly powers. He would just win battles all by just being in the battle.
He'd like fly up in there with a big like halo behind him and the sun streaming through his flippers. And he'd like bark at people with the dolphin bark and they just disintegrate. Is that what you're thinking?
That seems quite close, yeah, most likely.
That seems very powerful. It sounds exciting. I'll add my letter to SegaChief once I finally get his mailing address.
Yeah, good luck on finding that. But actually I think the frame rate is gone, the issue is gone. The drop is gone, the frame drop I mean. So if, I don't know, maybe try refreshing if it's still there, the issue. It seems, yeah. I mean, it's just kind of sucks. German internet connection is it's kind of not as much as you would hope it would be good. I don't know. Like if you live in like a small place, and I don't even do that, but it can really be horrible. Like the connection sucks like a lot. It's almost like third world great, which is really spooky.
Are you wired into the modem, or are you just using wireless?
Yeah, I use wired, but still, I mean, it's like I have like
Yeah.
I have 1 MB upload speeds, which is like, yeah, it's all
Sounds
that.
like what we sell.
Really? it's
I mean,
kind
our
of
lowest speed is 128k by 256k.
oh, I see. Well, I have like 1 megabyte, so it's about 4 to 8 times that much, but it's not really that much better. Much better, I think.
I don't think mine's that great. I think I'm like 30 by 5 or something like.
Oh, I see. But I mean, you know, it's like 5 times as much as I have, so that's already a huge increase, you know? Like, several times. Just even like 2 or 3 would be a huge difference.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen Odin use this much.
Yeah, I mean, normally you wouldn't have any reason to use summon so much.
There's one mod that replaces character models with the Advent Children models, and it looks really weird because they're super high-res, like modern-ish models in
Oh.
really low-res games. So they just look completely out of place.
Oh my god, Cloud just killed himself. That's so sad. I mean, I saved, but
What?
yeah, I had a pincer attack. Sad life. And now everybody's dead. That was
Oh,
unexpected. That was a bit unexpected, but
That went downhill really fast. That one just immediately died on that turn. Wow, I'm watching the
I
shit go
have
down
to
right
like
now.
go
Yeah.
back 2 levels. It's a bit unfortunate. That's like my officially my first game over in this mod. That's, you know, actually happened. Wow. But even in the original game, this pincer attack can be actually quite dangerous. So this wasn't so much this mod; it's just that pincer attack is actually quite dangerous. I mean, I know it exists, so I probably should have been more careful. You know, in Germany, you can't even get Virgin Media. You can get like several providers, but Virgin Media is not one of them, unfortunately. You can get like different German-sounding names as providers, but seriously, Google Fiber doesn't even exist yet. It's horribly tragic.
It doesn't exist?
Well, I think for like in some places you can get it, but it's not even an option most places.
Well,
I-
yeah, because they have to install it.
Well, you have to, yeah. I mean, you have to invest in the you know, the infrastructure and stuff, and it hasn't really been done here.
Have they done it anywhere in Europe yet?
I'm sure, like in some places in Europe, but not so much in Germany. Maybe like Berlin or maybe Munich. I don't know. But even there, I wouldn't be so convinced.
Do you not live near those places?
I don't live in those places. I mean, even if I live close to those places, I have to live basically in those places. Just living close to those places doesn't really do anything. You have to like live close. You have to live like in those places and actually like kind of live in the center or the core for that to even work. No, I haven't even heard of Unity Media.
Bless
Gesundheit.
Damn it. Sorry, I tried to mute myself, but I missed.
you. You guys,
Came
we
on so
heard half of
suddenly.
it.
Oh. Great.
Yeah, that's kind of how you say it in German.
Oh yeah, that's true. People say it like that around here too, I guess just to sound educated. But that's
Really?
the one German word they know.
Well, like Gesundheit and like
Well, actually, that sounds
Thanks,
still a bit
Burger.
English. I mean, if you want to have like a perfectly German accent, it's like Gesundheit. That's
What about Dankeschön? Something
Yeah.
like that?
something
to
like
my
that.
uneducated ears, the way that Kaino said it should be pronounced, and the way that we said it sound very similar.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it
I'm
sounds
sure
similar,
people
but
recognize the difference.
I can
Ew.
spot the English accent there.
Yeah.
You know, those enemies actually give you quite a lot of a lot of skill as well. It seems, which is quite neat.
You're gonna become rich, Kainos, for the first time ever.
Yeah, I don't believe it until I see it. You know, also, Dankeschön is actually like a formal version. It's like a long version of just Danke, which is like basically thanks, and Dankeschön is more like thank you. I know.
Oh, okay.
People don't really use that long version anymore here, it seems. You would just probably go with Danke. I don't know, it's I don't know. I mean, I think I've watched a Family Guy episode once where they used all kinds of weird German terms like Auf Wiedersehen and also stuff like that.
I remember them using that when his boss comes to the house for dinner and they do
Yeah,
the
that's the episode
Sound
I'm
of Music
yeah,
thing.
that's the one I mean.
That is right, that's from the Sound of Music, right?
Have no idea. I never watched that movie.
It's about Jews hiding from the Nazis.
Oh, I mean, I heard of the movie a couple of times, but I have literally no idea what it's all about.
And it's about how you solve a problem like Maria.
Yep.
So if you ever know a Maria and you need to solve her problem,
The
this is a
what?
movie that will tell you how. If you know a woman named Maria and she's a problem and you need to solve her,
Oh,
then that Sound of Music will help you
that
out.
sounds exotic.
That's why there aren't as many Marias anymore, because they've all been solved.
I see. You know, it's kind of funny how you attack basically bugs with a sword. I mean, how does Odin even slice them apart? It doesn't really make any sense, does it?
Yeah, if they just like move like an inch up.
Yeah, I mean, they're like essentially flies or something, and they die, whatever.
What you really need is someone like Rema or Ifrit, just like a huge explosion.
Yeah, that would probably make more sense, you know, realistically, but this game isn't too realistic, is it?
No, definitely not.
There we go.
What is the most realistic Final Fantasy you'd say, kind of, in your opinion?
Well, what about FF8? It has magic. The Wheelwood has magic as well. You can buy magic in, like, magic shops. It has magic.
It has like cars and radio stations and stuff.
Yeah,
pretty.
I mean, we have Magic the Gathering, I guess that's close enough.
Yeah, and it's a card game just like the Triple Triad.
Yeah.
And just like in Triple Triad, you can take your Magic the Gathering cards and melt them down and get magic powers.
I would say
gonna
it's
melt
close
that
enough. Oh my god, what the fuck happened? Why did Aerith die again? Seriously. I didn't even pay attention, but she just died as well.
Like 900 Oh, yeah, because each of their attacks do 500 damage. That'll do it.
She's probably gonna die again. Do not kill her. Wow. Thank you.
You could give her the protect ring.
I could, but I guess I could actually. Oh really? I mean, I haven't even used Vincent yet or Sid yet. I guess I will use the other characters eventually as well, but I haven't really used too many characters yet. Hey, Detective Nico. Maybe I should actually do that. You know, I actually forgot how the Odin Death Infliction rate works in this game. So I don't even know if your magic has to be high enough to make Odin work. It's a bit unfortunate actually, because I wonder how it works, and I wonder if I have to keep her magic high enough or not. But I don't know.
Now, kind of, when you say that when you say that Aerith is a hobo hookah, does that mean she's a hookah as in like a hooker, as in like a sexual worker, or a hookah as in like a thing you use to smoke things?
Well, I guess she's a hooker in the way I use the word hooker. It's not really a profession, it's more of a, you know, a term of endearment, like honey puff. Is that a word? I'm not sure, but
Probably not.
I don't know.
It is now.
I watched some King of the Hills, and they probably used those words somewhere there. So it's more like a, you know, my way of appreciating her existence. I give
So
her
like
this
calling
name.
someone champ or buddy or pal, you just call people hookah.
Exactly. It's just quite the same actually.
Kindness, if you had to think of one in particular specific STD that you think Aerith would be suffering from, most likely, which STD
Who,
do you
Aerith?
think that would be?
Who should be suffering from?
Yeah.
Aerith. Well, I don't know. They all don't seem too fun, do they? Maybe just, you know, I guess like the most common one would be just herpes.
Uh-huh.
You know, she might just have licked too many park benches and stuff.
Yeah, you know, in the Midgar slums, there's really nothing else to do but lick park benches.
Yeah, it probably is some kind of, you know, some kind of cult, some kind of entry into some kind of elusive cult. You have to lick park benches to become a member.
Or maybe all those church pews.
Maybe also those. Who knows? You mean the Chief as a mid-break? Yeah, you can just hold down square. If you do that, the wheels stop entirely. Then you can just, you know, tap it to move it, to advance it very slightly. And yeah, that's basically what I do. It might seem difficult at first, but it's actually very simple.
It's kind of an exploit, it's unintended.
Yeah, I don't know if it was intended by the game, but it's not really a glitch, just more of a trick, or I don't know. Guess you can call it that.
Yeah. What is the technical term for getting to the debug room? Is that technically a glitch, or is it technically like an exploit or a...
No, there's
a bug
definitely a
or something?
glitch. That is definitely a glitch. I mean, it's also an exploit, but you know, exploit is just a more broad term. You can call anything an exploit, I guess. Like, you know, having Vietnamese children work at McDonald's is probably also an exploit.
Well, I mean, like, an exploit would be like, wouldn't that be like Curse Ring and Power Soul? Wouldn't that
Yeah,
be
that's probably an exploit, yeah. I don't know. I don't really like the word exploit, it's kind of not very technical. You
Kind
can
of,
call
it's
it...
so broad that it doesn't really mean anything.
Yeah. You can call anything an exploit, I guess.
Leveling up is an exploit.
Sure, I mean, why not? I think I'm just gonna use all my MP up with Cloud and Aerith, and I'm gonna go into the temple actually. Or maybe I should go to Bone Village first, maybe I can actually get Kreata there already. Maybe there's like a boss guarding the materia. Maybe he's not even there. I guess I'll find out soon enough.
Do you get rest benefits from going to the temple? Or are you just planning on using a tent
You don't get healed, I think, though. It's basically... It's not for free. I mean, this game is very poverty, as I said. There's... Even in healing, you don't get healed for free. It doesn't happen. Oh wow, I just noticed you can actually use summons on yourself. Like in the original game, you can't even target summons on yourself, and in this mod apparently you can. So I could use Odin on myself. Wow, that is amazing. I had no idea.
I think it's a thing with only pincher attacks, though, because normally there's no selecting, right? It just happens.
But even then you can't use it on yourself. I'm pretty sure even then you can't do that. No.
But can you use it on yourself in a non-pincher attack battle?
I have to find out. I'm gonna see. I think yes. I mean, I haven't tried, but I'm sure you can.
That's pretty wild. Oh man, Tifa's confused. Something bad could happen.
She's probably gonna kill someone, but Aerith has the protect ring, so she seems pretty safe.
How much was the meal at Wall Market? That's a good indicator of the economic value of the guild. Wasn't it like 50 or 100 gil, something like that?
For what?
For the meal at the restaurant in Wall
Oh
Market?
yeah, 70 gil it is, the meal there. How much would that be in like US dollars?
Well, the meal would probably be around 10, I'd say $10 to $20.
I mean,
maybe $7, so
it's-
you could just divide it by 10.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like $20. I mean, it's a slum, and it's
True, yeah. It's definitely like a rundown place, not a fancy restaurant.
maybe like
So yeah, let's call
25
it- let's
cents.
call it
I don't know.
No.
No.
Let's call it $7. That real world value is something.
Seriously,
you divide by
$7 for
10.
a slum meal? That's probably only like a spoonful of, I don't
You
know,
can get
curry.
Korean barbecue. There was like Korean barbecue. There was.
Well, that's what
a
it's
chef
called,
special.
you know. That's what they name it. It could mean anything.
Well, it was right next to that. Like that place is right next to like Honeybee Inn, which is like clearly a fine establishment. You know.
It's a brothel in a slum.
Quality.
Even that probably
you
cost
know.
like, I don't know. I don't think that's a very expensive place.
Maybe. Well, how much was the vending machine stuff? How about that? Was the most expensive one like 100 gil?
250? I think 200 gil actually, yeah, 200 gil.
Okay.
I mean, you could probably also go by like how much grenades cost, because they're also a thing in the real world. I mean, how much do you think the grenade costs in the real world? I have no idea. 14 euro?
In the real world, I don't know, but it's probably a decent amount, because you can do a lot of crazy things with a grenade.
I don't know, like, I have no idea even how to guess how much a grenade costs in the real world. I don't know, $4? $40? $12.99?
Now, grenade, I think $40 is probably closer to $4 than $4 for a grenade.
Really?
The fact that you can't go to like a convenience store and buy grenades means it's probably harder to gauge than like a meal. Or like
Yeah.
something from a vending machine.
If it's anything like what our government pays for everything else, it's probably rather expensive.
Yeah.
I'd say
mean-
like a couple of $100 maybe.
Where do you even buy grenades? Like, who even buys grenades anyway?
You don't buy
Probably
grenades.
contract them from like a grenade manufacturer. You're like, alright, I need 10,000 grenades for my dudes. Here's
Yeah.
a bunch of money. Give me all the grenades.
It's like, I'm your grenade guy. Well, let's see. Pineapple grenade, $9.95. Baseball grenade, $9.95. Lemon. These are just like some Army Navy store.
Oh, wow.
Let's see. The price of a good quality Russian AK-47 assault rifle has doubled in the past. Okay. Let's see. Single grenade was priced around $100.
Interesting.
You get yourself an RPG and a grenade for about $1,000. Have an interesting experience. Probably go to jail.
I think this guy's YouTube channel is just basically that that have like guns and explosive and they just use them. I don't know. I'm sure there's like many of those actually, where you just like kind of show off guns and explosives, and
if we assume
you blow up like you blow up some. There's a couple of YouTube channels where they actually show off grenades and stuff, and they probably killed many scarecrows with grenades. Maybe they would know how much grenades cost.
Sneaky says that slow-mo guys got the grenades for 400
Yeah,
euros.
that seems probably quite realistic.
I'd say grenades are probably a lot cheaper in Final Fantasy VII more than they are in real life, because
yeah,
you can just go
probably.
to any store and buy a bunch of grenades. The guy who's like, I've got 5 grenades. You want one with your meal? But you buy 2 plates of cream barbecue. Here, get a free grenade.
Yeah.
Because you know it's all kind of dystopian. Buy whatever you want from the guy that'll give it to you in the slums.
That's true.
But what I was trying to say earlier is that if you assume 10 gil is $1, because a plate of food is 70 gil, which would maybe be somewhere around $7, and that means Aerith is selling flowers for 10 cents. So she is not.
I mean, she's buying a single.
living wage
She's selling a single flower, right? Like a dandelion or something, a dandelion. I mean, who even sells like a single flower?
But you know, she's not selling them in bulk, right? So she's selling maybe one person one flower every couple minutes.
That doesn't make. I mean, what do you even do with a single flower? Like, do you eat it? Do you put it in your hair?
You put it
Become
in your
a dancer?
hair. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how. I don't even appreciate. Like, I don't understand flowers. What do you even do with them anyway? I don't know. I
You
don't
look
see
at
any
them and
point
you
in
smell
them.
them.
That's probably what I do, but I don't know. Flowers, what's the point of them? Like, what do you do with flowers? I have no idea. Do you eat them? I mean, actually, I once had like a dessert, and I was like handed like a rose petal. Tastes like garbage, but apparently you can eat them. I mean, they smell kind of neat, but you're not really meant to eat rose petals, are you? I don't think so.
Well, kindness, I think that's why you're not a flower girl.
Yeah, I don't really appreciate flowers. That could explain
Get
it.
flowers.
Well, to be fair, in the real world, batteries can be really expensive, don't you think so? Like some of those A batteries can be really expensive actually. Have you actually bought them?
Also, in Final Fantasy VII, those batteries are huge car batteries. They're not like AA batteries.
Yeah, I
car
mean-
batteries are pretty expensive.
Yeah. I don't think that's too unrealistic actually. Oh, I have Bio 2 actually. Didn't even know that. Interesting. You never bought a battery? Like any battery or just not a big battery? Oh, I see what you're saying. Makes more sense now. Anyway, I think I should have a high enough level right now. I will probably go now to the land of Bone Village place and see what they have in store there. Hey David. Are we Juste vu encore dans ces mods. Does any of you speak French? I just wonder. Don't think so. I don't know.
Huh?
Does any of you speak French? No.
Yes, I actually speak very fluent French and very fluent every other language.
Oh, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Ask me a question in French to prove it.
Ah, really? Should I do that?
Make sure it's not a yes or no question.
No, damn it!
Got him.
Why you gotta do me like that, big man? God.
Well, I guess you know you can probably guess what question people might ask you anyway. You know, like they might just ask you, you know, pretty generic questions like, I don't know, what is your name in French, or you know, stuff like that.
My name in French is Fossea.
When we had like French in school, we had to like choose French names to like call ourselves by, each other by in French class. It didn't make any sense.
What
but
French name did you choose?
I have no idea. I don't remember that. But I know we had to like choose French names for like the first year only. But still, it's perfectly pointless to even do that. It didn't really help me or anybody, I think, which is awkward.
Yeah. In high school, my teacher made us all get like the Spanish versions of our names, and it was really awkward because
this is
no one
so
wanted to do it,
stupid.
and
I
it was
don't
really awkward to
understand
call
this.
people by like fake names.
Yeah, I mean seriously. I mean, actually, I think we did the same in like English class in like the first year or something. And I don't even know what
Ooh, what was your English name?
I don't remember those things. I don't
Was
remember that.
Was it Eric?
I have no idea, honestly.
Maybe it
It's
was
too long
Bob
ago.
or Fred
It was just way too long ago, and I don't recall it.
or James.
Actually, it could have been James. That seems like a pretty generic English name, isn't it?
Yeah. Although nowadays, you know, probably for the past 15, 20 years, people have been getting pretty creative with names, so...
Really? What's a common English name now? Like, I don't know.
Well,
Charizards?
the thing is that it wouldn't be a common English name, because a lot of people are choosing, you know, different weird names.
Yeah, so I guess like...
There's no longer like a big common name.
I guess, yeah.
that
Maybe
everyone
like,
is named.
I don't know, Pikachu? Frodo? Oh, I got Kyoto already, wow. I could just take it, like I almost...
Gandalf.
Yeah, I just basically stole the material.
Gandalf
Nobody...
would be great.
Wow. That's weird. I just got the material and I didn't even expect this to work, but it worked. Wow. What a scam.
Nice.
It's really
Is
surprising.
that
I
not
didn't...
supposed to happen?
Well, it's how the original game works, but I wasn't expecting this to work with the original game. To just give you quite a material.
Do you think he was gonna make it so you... You think he was gonna make you have to fight a boss or something?
Actually, that's how Gyo's Hardcore mod works. You get like a boss where you try to pick up Kyoto material, and a rather difficult one actually.
Yeah, I thought New Threat Mod made you fight a boss too, actually, now that you mention it.
But no.
Maybe that's a change they made in the softcore version.
Yeah, it's... I mean, really, I don't want to disparage the mods, but I do feel it's rather toned down in difficulty, and I might even call it softcore mod now. Yes. I mean, I want to go to Medial right now, but I have to actually first find how to get there, because I might not even have ever gone there, like, early on with the Tiny Bronco.
You wanna go there to grind?
I'm just gonna see if I can actually kill the enemies with Odin. If I can, I might want to do that for a little while. Oh, I guess you can't read that, but David asks you, asks me who's there with me on Discord in French, so I guess I know.
Oh, I know what he said. I can read French. I'm fluent.
Yeah, but I just want to remind you of it.
I just didn't want to answer for you. That would have been rude.
Yeah, that's nice of you. Alors, Français sont des
Take
gens...
man, what kind of accent? What kind of American accent would you say I have?
Midwestern, maybe.
Midwestern. Okay.
I don't know. I really only know North and South. And Minnesota.
You mean like
Minnesota?
Boston?
What does Minnesota sound like?
Oh, gee gosh.
Wow.
Yeah, have you ever heard of a
Like-
cartoon called Bobby's World? Back in the
Well,
day?
you
No.
mean like Sarah Palin's accent?
Isn't she
Like that?
Alaskan?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's similar. Yeah. Just like the Northwest. Kind of, they all sound like that.
Oh, I see. I mean, I can't for the life of me make like any accents. In English, I mean, I can do like German accents or even like, you know, accent just in German, but for some reason I can't really do English accents. It doesn't
Yeah,
really...
for some reason you're really good at that German English accent. I'm not quite sure how you manage to be so masterful at it.
Yeah, it's a unique ability of mine.
Like Odin works on those guys.
Oh, a Griffin. This might even be, no. Pourquoi
That's
est-ce que
kind
tu
of just in case
penses...
you didn't see it. Oh,
Sorry?
I was gonna translate for you.
Oh. What are you trying to translate?
What David said, but you already read it, so it's okay.
Yeah, that's very kind of you to offer your services. And I'm gonna answer in French, so beware. Pourquoi est-ce que tu penses que Odin se transforme en Gilgamesh? Je n'ai aucune idée pourquoi ce sera le cas dans FF7. Non, ça ne marche pas comme ça. Well, this game has a lot of action, but the action is, you know, it's more of a solemn action, like a subtle, solemn, non too exciting action.
It's like an action movie you keep pausing over and over again.
Yeah, it's more like a, you know, it's nice that the game doesn't have too many action, so you might get a heartache, you might get a, you know, cardiac arrest or something. I think it's very kind of them to...
It's like the lazy river.
It's very nice of them to be so careful with your hearts. Wow, that damage though. 5k. Still not dead though, what the fuck. This thing was supposed to be dead a long time ago.
Oh wow, it took a big toothpick kick and it's still standing.
Yeah. But this is probably like a rather strong enemy anyway. Seriously, it's still not dead. What the fuck? Please die, mate. I could probably sense it.
Yeah, you should always sense enemies. I was
56 level 5. Oh wow, it has still 9,000 HP. It is weak to earth. Wow, it's flying right now. I guess it doesn't really work right now. Let's just use Odin. I mean, if it kills it, I'm gonna... Wow. If you actually get super the sword, it's guaranteed to at least kill one enemy. What the fuck? It can't even reach the... What the fuck? Like, Odin can't reach the enemy? This is ridiculous.
Did it miss?
Yeah.
We're behind.
Wow. Seriously, summons can miss. What's... Oh my god, this mod is so crazy. Can't even put it into words. Like, it's like a physical attack all of a sudden. This is spookily crazy.
And there's not even any long-range materia.
Yeah. This is so spooky.
You gotta hit it with your magic. Or throw some...
I might have to, actually.
Boom feathers or something.
So apparently I can't use summons on myself. I mean, I could use Odin on myself. But maybe it's because the pins of that guy, I can't use it anymore. I have to check next battle. I can't use the other summons on myself, it seems.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought, because with printer attacks you can choose which side, and I guess there's a thing where you choose yourself because you're in between both sides.
But normally I think you can't do it either. I mean, you can't use healings on enemies. And so like in a side attack you probably wouldn't be able to use it either. But who knows. Could be just rather mysterious.
I hope you get a lot of stuff.
I'm pretty sure I get actually basically nothing out of that. That's how hardcore mods work. They give you like nothing for hard enemies because they can, you know. I don't really know the appeal of that, but that's how they all seem to work.
The easier the enemy, the greater your reward. The harder the enemy, the less your reward.
Actually, I guess I was wrong. I got like a lot of XP here. Never mind. But not enough gil. I should have gotten much more gil, but whatever.
Hey, you got SP too. That's good.
Yeah, I've gotten SP from like some non-bosses. I don't really know how this SP thing
Rank up
works,
your duders.
but I like this. How even enemies can give you SP, not just bosses, but just random enemies. It's quite neat. So I guess I should actually be... I might even be over-leveled for this point of the game, I'm not sure.
I think you are, considering how easy that that fight club was. Not the Junin fight club, but the battle league.
Oh yeah, the battle arena you mean. But
Right.
maybe it was intentionally easy, you know, maybe just some kind of parallel universe, bizarre worlds, you know. Who knows?
Well, you remember how the Red Dragon fight goes in New Threat?
I don't recall it, no.
You get help from the giant robot.
Oh yeah, this
Or
weird...
Scorpion.
This weird scenario. This doesn't make any sense. I remember it now that you mention it.
Yeah, and you have to like keep him alive because he does tons of damage and like taunts the enemy.
I mean, it made no sense, but I kind of like it, even though it makes literally no sense.
I think it's great.
Well, it's kind of funny, but also very much not sensical.
But yeah, if you have like pure materia or good healing items, you should be fine. I don't know about the Demon Gate, because I'm pretty sure there are 2 Demon Gates at once, which is going to be hard, but...
Yeah, I remember that. That I actually do remember there was 2 of them, because that was also really stupid actually. And oh my god.
I remember you freaked out so much on your first playthrough when you saw the 2 Demon Gates.
Yeah, I mean
You were- you were
it was a natural reaction, wasn't it? Dude, I got like what the fuck? I got 15,000 gil. What the fuck is that? Oh my god. Like seriously, this is what the fuck? Oh my god. I'm like rich now. How did this happen? I don't know.
So much poverty.
Yeah, I mean I think the enemy I fought there, those magpies, they really changed my life now. Je suis en train de encore toujours principalement essayer d'obtenir plus d'argent.
Oui.
Oui, oui. You have to say twice to add emphasis.
Yeah. To make it really sound like you know what you're saying.
Yeah, oui, oui. Isn't there like actually some kind of song about French that actually uses French? I don't know. I forgot, but there's some kind of song where they sing like "wee wee" or something. Never mind. I mean, isn't there like a couple of, you know, just French expressions you use in English, like "bon appétit" and I don't know, stuff like that.
People say that. Mostly it's when they're just trying to be silly, but people definitely say that a lot over here.
Really? You don't like even mean it sincerely, "bon appétit"?
No, no one ever means that sincerely. It's always.
What
like,
about Julia
I mean,
Child? She says it all the time, though. I mean, she's dead now, but you know, on their show she does.
She's the French. I mean, she's the French chef. That's her shtick.
I guess.
She's not saying French.
Yeah.
You know, what even is she? She'd have an identity crisis.
You know, there was an episode where she like tried to spell a French word and she like spelled it incorrectly twice. It was rather silly. She like spelled, I don't know what she spelled, but she spelled something like incorrectly twice in succession, and it was rather sad.
People say Uber a lot over here.
That's not even French,
That's
is it?
German, isn't it?
Well, there's a German word called
Hello.
Uber, but it has this weird umlaut, the U with the points up top of the O. You can it basically just means above. But yeah.
Yeah, they say it in like the English pronunciation, basically.
Yeah.
But it's that word. People say baguette a lot in America. Does that count?
That's how you say it? Baguette?
Baguette.
Yeah.
Like bag and then at.
Yeah.
Baguette.
It's just food. It's not even like tasty. It's just old bread, like an old breadstick. I don't even know what's the big
Yeah.
deal about baguettes.
We just have a fascination with things that aren't our own.
I
So
see.
it's like, that bread must be fancy because it was made in France. or it's, you know, called a baguette.
I don't know. It's just really old, dry bread in a stick form. I don't know. It's pretty mundane. You know, there's some interesting French terms. Like, for some reason I recently watched like a video about like French Christmas desserts, and they had like a I don't know what it was called, I forgot, but they had like some kind of fancy like log that looked like a cake that looked like a log with like mushrooms on it. It looked like mushrooms but actually were like dessert, and it seemed all rather difficult to actually make.
Like a lock, like a padlock that you use to like.
No,
open
like a
doors?
tree log, like a log of tree.
Oh, log, right. Okay, yeah.
Why do I die? That was not intentional. Oh my god, do not kill me.
Geez, that 2,000 damage crit. That's insane.
Yeah, that was kind of unexpected. I think it's called bûche de Noël or something. And it's essentially like a tree log. I mean, it's a cake that looks like a tree log with mushrooms that are like sugary mushrooms. and it seems like a lot of work to make, but it looks like a log, like a brown tree trunk log.
Would you eat that cake if someone ate it for you?
Sorry?
Kind of. Would you eat that cake, the log mushroom cake, if someone ate
Well,
it for you?
it looks actually quite delicious. I would probably eat it, yes. I mean, I'm pretty fine with like most cakes, but actually there's this cake in Germany that's actually a German type of cake. It's called in English it's called Black Forest Gâteau, and it's really nasty. You shouldn't try it. It's horrible. I had it in the past. It sucks. Don't try it.
Alright, well, you convinced me.
I went to the shops like an hour ago, maybe half an hour ago, and I bought a red velvet cake. What's in that anyway?
Oh, I've seen those before. I never had them. But do you like a frozen one or what kind of? How?
It was just one in a box. It's a fresh one.
Oh really? That you
Was
can
it
buy
good?
those things?
Ready yet?
Red velvet.
No, I don't try to eat poisonous things. I know, you know, that poison isn't good for your body, so I wouldn't eat it. I don't really eat stuff just because I like to eat stuff. I eat stuff because I think that stuff is not gonna kill me. You know, like oatmeal never killed me in the past, so I'm pretty fine with oatmeal. Oatmeal never killed me.
A lot of people like drink alcohol when alcohol is a poison.
Well, you know, it's not really it's not so poisonous, is it? It's a different type of poisonous.
It's not like arsenic or something, but
Yeah, it's not that bad, I would say. But I think alcohol is like it's kind of silly how alcohol is like socially acceptable, even though it's probably more dangerous than like other things. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, you can sell alcohol really good in like really well in like types of, you know, there's hundreds of, well, thousands of different liquors and stuff that you can put alcohol in to make them more exciting.
you can put a little umbrella in it. That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, I recently actually I read an article some time ago where like if you have like a wedding party, if you like serve alcohol, you pay like much more if you like serve your guests like if you serve your guests weed. Apparently, it's much cheaper to to just have like some weed than lots of alcohol. Isn't that surprising?
That's funny. Is that assuming like legal weed or like from a dealer weed?
I don't
Prices?
know, but probably I would assume legal weeds. So like California wedding or something.
It's pretty interesting. I'll have to consider that when I get married.
Yeah, just I know you know things. I mean, apparently, if you like plan a wedding, you have to assume like I don't know, like 3 drinks per person. But if you like have, I don't know, I don't really know how they calculate how much weed you have to buy for like your wedding guests, but you know, it's apparently much cheaper.
Now, does that assume everyone is going to be token up, or is that only like a certain amount of people?
I mean, you
Or
have like an
buy?
average, like, you know. I mean, of course, not everyone is gonna, even though everyone is gonna drink alcohol in their wedding party, you have like children and stuff. So you have like, you know, like I think they had like a 3 drink per person average. I don't know what the average per like weed was, but, you know, it still was like much cheaper. Well, I mean,
that's yeah. You might need more, spend more on snacks and stuff.
I mean, to be fair though, if it's your wedding, you shouldn't even have to serve anything. You could just have a really Spartan wedding, where you serve like pretzels and, you know, and old pickles.
Your
and
wedding party is where you set 4 people into your apartment. Here's
Yeah,
a
it's
bag of
gonna
chips I
be-
have left from last week. Here's
it's
some
gonna
moldy
be,
water. Just leave whenever you feel like.
Now, get out now.
I don't know. I mean, I don't really believe in parties if they, you know, cost too much money. I mean, it's kind of a waste of money, isn't it? To like waste your money on a party. I don't know. I never
Well-
really understood that. I mean, wedding parties are really expensive, to be fair. Like, they can like cost tens of thousands of dollars.
Yeah, that's my sister got married a couple of years ago, and it was insane to hear the amount of money that was spent on certain things.
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot, and the bride's family has to pay for all that. So
It's a great way to start your marriage is in debt because of your wedding.
Yeah, it seems to make
Yeah.
no sense why you feel the need to like spend all the money on such a petty thing.
Well, she married a rich guy, so she's doing alright.
Yeah, I mean, I see people do it. I wouldn't really want to do it personally. It seems, I don't know. I'd rather spend money on other
Would you-
things.
Would you do it if you married Yafi, or would you be more likely to do it if you married Tifta?
Well, I wouldn't really want to marry a video game character. It seems like a pretty bad idea.
You could get a body pillow and everything. It'd be great.
Yeah, it seems still like a pretty bad idea. What do I inherit when, you know, there's no inheritance if you marry Body
Well,
Pillow?
Their parents are like the company, right? So Square Enix has to give you their dowry.
Well, if that's how it works, I might consider it, but I'm afraid that's not how it works.
And then Miyazaki has to come down and give them away.
I mean, isn't that just the main reason of marriage? You get like benefits, like, you know, health insurance and legal status, you know. I don't
It's all
know.
about love, man.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's all about those things: health insurance and nationality benefits and stuff. Inheritance laws, you know, tax breaks.
Which fictional character do you think you are in love with most in these video games?
I'm in love most. I'm the most in love. I don't know.
Yes.
I don't really have these kind of feelings towards, I don't know, anything but foods. Maybe Mr. Dolphin, because he might be edible.
How much tuna do you think, or how much dolphin do you think you've probably eaten in all the tuna total?
I don't know. More than I was willing to in the first place, but I can't really change it anymore.
Do you think if you take out all the dolphin you've eaten and put it together, it could construct like an entire whole dolphin?
Maybe like 2 dolphins, actually. Hey, there's Yoki.
Okay.
Also, I think I've done enough grinding for now. I have like, actually I have 100... I have almost 100,000 gil, I have 97k gil, wow. I am basically witch now. It's probably, I don't know how long this is gonna stay, but...
You should probably keep grinding until you can buy the Costa del retail house. The Costa del Sol.
Yeah, maybe another time. Hierarchy. But yeah, seriously, I'm surprised by how much money I have. I'm speechless. I didn't see that coming at all. Well, I mean, if you don't like the way money works, you might not even want to go to Japan. Like, yen are really strangely denominated. Like, $1 is like 112 yen or so right now. So, you get a lot of yen for your dollars, but stuff also costs more. So, it's kind of the same with New Zealand dollars, but not that extreme. Anyway, I think I'm actually going to stop here and only enter the temple next time. To keep things spooky and stuff. I'm not even going to go there yet, so who knows what happens. Ah, yeah.
Is this the end of the stream?
Yes, it is. So, good luck and stuff. Don't die, and bon appetit.
Alright, see you.
Bye, Kainos.
Have a good one, man. Bye, chat.